I want knowledgeable boxing people to feel free to tap in. We all seen what happened last night with Teofimo Lopez. So I have titled this What Went Wrong? And I want to hear from the fans. Yes, the fans. The spectators, preferably people that was in the building, people that watched it. I want to hear from you guys today on what went wrong. What went wrong. I will give my opinions, but like I like to say, hey, what do I know? So instead of me just giving my opinions, like I said, I want to hear from the fans on what went wrong. And please, if you enter the the podcast today, please have your stuff together as far as your quality of your sound. Because like I said, you see, I'm on a new level, man. Please. I don't want to have to kick you out because your shit's not right or you too much feedback, but I will. Because like I said, man, I'm on a new level, man. But I'm going to open the floor up. The podcast today. Please have your stuff together. I'm going to open it up. And we're gonna have a little fun, man, on what went wrong. What went wrong, man? Why did he lose? I wait for others to chime in. I know what went wrong. I was there. I was there all week. If you pay attention to the source, right? A lot of y'all don't, because like I said, man, a lot of people be jealous of the source. If you paid attention to the source was really giving you the gems, man. You see, Tiafimo was the headliner star, so you have to cover him. But if you pay attention, I showed y'all Gambosa saying, I am ready. Gambosa also sparred with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao. But we're going to get the link up there. Let me get it over here on YouTube. And I want people boxing people. Fans, you could jump in too, but like, I'll be on my Roger Mayweather with some of these fans, man. You guys don't know shit. Cause I'm gonna tell you something about you fans, right? You fans that say that fighters are ducking and you go with one side of the street over the other side of the street. That's how you know you don't know boxing. That's how you do not know boxing. But here's the link. I want to share this with my guy. Let me get my guy. I know my guy, right? I know my guy. He will chime. I know he'll chime in. Look at Lord of the Rings is in the building. I'm gonna let Lord of the Rings go in. Lord, yeah, you are up, Lord of the Rings. Go in, man. You got the floor. What went wrong, man? What went wrong? What went wrong, man?
Look, but I'm telling you something. That fight last night was a overconfident and a half confident fight. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lopez was totally overconfident, but Cambosa, he was confident. He knew what he was. He knew what he was going to do, and he did what he wanted to do. And look, when he caught Lopez with that slick knockdown,
the overhand.
That psychologically fucked Lopez up.
Oh yeah, because remember he was saying he was going to get him out of there in the first round, and he the one that got dropped in the first round.
He came out. That's why he got dropped. Look, he came out there just like Jessica said, like an amateur.
That's a fact.
An amateur.
And I don't know how it was looking, but he was leaving his feet on all of his punches, most of his punches.
Man,
he was jumping in on most of his punches. That is amateuristic too.
He was relying on that fucking right hand so much. You understand what I'm saying? And look, it came to the point where Cambosa started rolling.
The shoulder roll. Yeah.
Man, he was timing it because this dude was tough. rapping.
That's facts.
But never mind that. I'm gonna tell you about the grumpy old man, his pops. He don't know
Yeah.
jack shit about boxing. You
No,
understand?
he's a shout out to Red Hook. He's just a slick talking Brooklynite, man. That's it, man.
Yo, look,
That's it.
I'll be out there. I'll be across the bridge in Park Slope too. So that's not
Yeah,
an excuse. What I'm telling
yeah,
you, last night he was in an ABE class last night, adult basic education. The way he,
yeah.
yo, the way,
Go ahead, go ahead.
yo, hey,
Yeah,
yo, my guy, the way
yeah,
the way he was talking to his son, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't discussing nothing about boxing or teaching him how to win.
at all, at
Only
all.
only thing he was trying to do was gorilla the whole thing.
Yeah, walk him down. Yeah, he kept telling them to walk him down. But how? You're not telling him to come behind the jab. Nothing. Like you just walk him down. Yeah, he was walking right into shit. Yo, Cambosa won that fight with two punches. That jab hook. He was
Yep.
catching him with that jab hook all night. And I'm saying to myself, right? I'm in there. I'm like, yo, why isn't his father telling him to make the adjustments? He's catching him with the same shot all night, man. But you know, like I like to say, hey, what do I know? I just go with the flow, man.
Because listen, before the fight, his father was already being disrespectful, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's why
Yeah,
this is why look, law and
that's a
order,
fact.
law and order is yin and yang things of this nature, man. This,
Yeah,
this is why the fight went the way it went, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You
that's a
coming out,
fact.
you coming out like a saber-tooth savage. You feel what I'm saying? Running your mouth,
Right.
disrespecting parents, or whatever the case is. Oh, it's not about that. It's about
Yeah,
doing your homework, studying your notes,
yeah,
and,
getting prepared, proper
and, sol-
preparation.
and listen, and solving this math problem.
Yeah, shout out to OGP. He said, listen to me. Tio will never hold a title again.
Man, look, T.O. need to go back into the gym, man, and learn how to box.
Oh man, look what he just said. He said, I never seen a corner work that poor, top to bottom, in the same fight. Yeah, that's a fact. Because the cut team, the 10th round, the 11th round, when he was split, yeah, they did nothing. It's like they all just froze up, man. I don't know. But I'm gonna say this, right? I think I seen this coming. The writing was on the wall, man. Inactivity. What is he, 14, 15 fights? So he doesn't really have a lot of experience. He took a whole year off from the Lomachenko fight.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time. Inactivity is a motherfucker in this, especially when you fighting at the highest level.
Damn right.
It's not like you fighting 3 rounders, 4 rounders. Now you fighting at the elite level.
That's why when you in when you in that camp, the most important thing you focusing on is conditioning.
Yeah,
Conditioning.
yeah, and that's another thing too. It looked like he was running out of gas. See that weight cut, because I don't know if y'all knew he came in at 135 on the dot, so he was having weight issues. He just barely made weight.
Yo, my guy. When I when I be dethroning niggas, you know what I'm saying? People gotta understand when you deliver combinations, punches, your breathing is also intact with this. You feel me?
Yes, yes,
Breathe when you release, man. You know what I'm saying? This is how you keeping your wind up. You feel?
yeah,
I don't be tired till after the fight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So so
Fact.
so conditioning, man. Conditioning is 1,000%. How you
Yeah.
and conditioning is what is gonna win this fight.
Mm,
Feel me?
that's a fact.
So T.O. came out there thinking, as soon as the bell ring, I'm gonna knock him out. He kept saying first round. He was
Uh,
he was thinking wrong.
yeah, he was. What's the name said when you weight drain? Shout out to OG Pete. He said when you weight drain for a fight, you are a suspect. Sus. Ah man, hold on. Tongue tie right now. Sus tell to cuts, man. I'm a
Yeah,
little tongue tied right now. Basically, what he's saying is you are easier to cut, man.
facts,
Easier to cut.
fact. That's a fact because of your body.
Yeah, weight drain. Yeah, He was everything. Yeah, he was all of the above, man. Overconfident, cocky. The money went to his head because, like I said, he got the big deal with Bud Light. He was already king of the world. You see, he was talking
He
like
went,
people wasn't paying attention. He said he was the prince of the city, ready to become the king of the city. Like so, he was looking past this guy. He was already talking about fighting Devin Haney at 140 in February. No, you have to focus on the task at hand. He was not prepared for his math class that he had. He had a math
what,
test
what
Saturday night.
I
He
like
was he was talking about
that.
a test in February. No, bro, your test was November 27th.
My Jack, listen, you see what you said about that math class?
Yeah,
Make sure you let these pupils know this.
yeah,
Man. Make sure they study their notes and do their homework. You understand what I'm saying? Don't try to cheat on the test. Just
yeah.
notes. Do your homework. Stay prepared.
Yo, and you know what's crazy, right? Yo, the judges' scorecards, right? Yo, there was no way he was going to win the fight, right? On two of those judges' scorecards, because yo, he needed a knockout
Word.
because he scored a knockdown in the 10th, and he still lost 115, 111,
Word. On
115, 112 on two of the judge cards.
a margin.
Yeah, he said when the fighters first gets cut, the cut man takes the ring and works with the trainer, gives instructions from the outside of the ring. Yeah, they was unorganized, man.
Well,
They was unorganized.
because they were too cocky.
Yeah, T.O. Senior was in the ring lying to his son, and they didn't stop the bleeding. Yeah, they panicked, man. They panicked from the first round after he got dropped.
Look,
Shout out to E Cruz in the building, man. E
he,
Cruz said Poppy Lopez is a hype man. He's a cheerleader. Yeah, but yeah, they all. I'm telling you, yo, the air. Listen, man. I said, yo, the Anthony Joshua probably was the biggest upset I've ever been to, right? But this is number two. Yo, when he got dropped in the first round,
I knew it was gonna go wrong for him.
yo, the air left the building, man. It was like it came back a little bit in the 10th when he got the knockdown, but he just didn't have enough in his gas tank to finish him.
He had to struggle for that knockdown.
Yeah, he didn't have it. Yeah, and then he knew, like, listen, he wanted to go all out and go for the kill, but he had to respect Gambosa, man,
Mhm.
because it's an old saying in the gym: a wounded dog is a live, dangerous dog, and he
So
already knew
he
Gambosa sat him down before.
turned
And
hard.
one thing about it, yo, he was trying to go for the kill, but Gambosa was throwing his shits back, and Tio had to respect that fire, man. He had to respect that fire, man.
Before
And
I got to give Cambosa a plus, man. He fought
well,
it.
he
Fought,
did his thing. He was confident, and
you
his
know.
confidence continued to grow throughout the rounds. Throughout the rounds, and I like his confidence after the fight. Shout out to that post you sent me. He said, "Yo, we can pull up to Australia now. We can
What?
run it back.
We
We
the,
can run it back." He said, "Look at your face. Yo, I'm feeling, yo, I'm feeling it.
yeah.
Yo, I'm feeling his energy." He said, "Look at your face, man. You know who won that fight. He did his thing, man. Can't take nothing from him, man." See, that's why I want to speak on this too, man. That's why these dudes need to fight one another, man. Cause now here it is, the four kings, right? You
Mhm.
had the four kings, never fought each other. One of them just got knocked off, man. So what does that really say about the four kings, man? And they never even fought each other yet. Gambosa came into the picture and knocked one of them off,
Mhm.
clipped one of them.
Now it's a triangle.
Yeah, he said the numbers don't lie. Cambosa was a huge underdog for a reason, just like Buster. Yeah, he was 13-1. Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you, his all his people's down under. They made a killing. They made a killing. Cambosa shut the whole
But look.
MSG up, and yo, he did. The electricity left the building. Yo, when To got dropped,
Yo,
it was
I'm gonna keep it told you. Before they even fought, I kind of felt like Tio was gonna get upset, man.
Yo, mad people were saying that. I
I,
need to post some of the shit that I was getting from people. Yeah, they were saying that, man. Shout out to my man Courtney out there in Ohio.
I kind of
Courtney said that. A lot of people was going with that, man.
he was too confident. He was too cocky. It was
That he was going to lose.
yeah, you know.
A lot of people were saying that, man. A lot, man.
Look, when you run into a boxer, you gotta
Yeah.
you gotta know how to outthink this boxer. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he was yo listen, not for nothing. Like yo, I like the Lopez's, they cool, they never did me wrong. But yo, they whole corner, man, it's like everybody doesn't have a boxing corner. It's just is what it is, man.
Yeah,
But like I like to say, hey,
yeah.
what do I know?
Yo, their whole corner was like you seen them the whole series, the wrong turn. That was their whole corner. Wrong turn.
Yeah, man.
Understand?
Yeah, motherfuckers don't know how to make adjustments, man.
Yo,
They don't
yo,
know how to make
that's
adjustments, man.
that's that's the main thing about winning. No,
Yeah.
show a fighter how to adjust when things go wrong. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah. Elaborate on that. OG. He said To's post fight destroyed his image. Yeah, he really thought he won, man. He
Well, you
didn't
know,
win at all.
look, I'm gonna keep it told you. That's what happens when you're ashamed.
Yeah,
He was ashamed. He got embarrassed. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah. But I ain't gonna lie. I thought they was gonna jerk Cambosa because how he got
Yeah,
dropped in the
I
10th round. But I'm gonna tell you something.
no.
They had real judges in there because after he got dropped, from my point of view, I feel like he took that round off, and that's why he got dropped because he wanted to finish strong in the championship round. The 11th and 12th, he put his foot back on the gas.
Didn't mean nothing.
Yeah, he put his foot back on the gas.
This guy had already outboxed him majority of the rounds.
Yeah, he was catching him, man.
Now,
Yeah,
a knockdown don't necessarily mean a motherfucker gonna win the fight. You understand?
yeah. It don't. It don't. It
So
don't.
look,
It
look,
don't, man.
look at the Fugi fight. Three got knocked down 3 times and won the fight.
Yeah, that's a fact too.
So
That's a fact.
don't get it twisted. My thing
Yeah.
my thing is like this, man. He wasn't prepared mentally, man. You know,
Nah. He was too confident, too cocky, man.
yeah, Dean,
He he,
yeah,
he was he was
demons.
talking about knocking out an undefeated fighter in the first round. After I knock you out, nobody's gonna know you. Yada yada yada. Yo,
That's
and dude, like I'm gonna say this too. Cambosa, a lot of people didn't do their homework on him. He has wins over world champion fighters. He beat Mickey Bay,
I
the
know.
trainer of Devin Haney.
Lee Selby.
Yeah, former world champion, man. And he was one of Manny Pacquiao's chief sparring partners.
Uh,
So dude is no slouch, man. Dude is no slouch.
this is what I'm trying to tell you, man. So uh, Tio got to understand that he lost 4 belts last night.
Oh man, yeah, he lost them all. Damn sure did. Lost them all, man. Yeah, do you think, yo, I know that's his pops. Do you think he needs to go in a new direction with his corner, man, or what?
1,000% he got
Right?
that.
Now, I know his pops is like real hands on, right? Sometimes you gotta let the steering wheel go, man.
Because look, this is nothing personal. That's personal with them. This is
Yeah.
this is business.
Business.
This is business.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So Pop's gonna be right there, but as far as God and controlling him in the corner and working him in the gym and the know-how, he needs to revise it, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, he does. He does. And I think, do you think he needs to get a better strength and conditioning guy?
Yes.
Because nutritionist. I think like when you are. Let me say this before I say, but hey, what do I know? When you are on that caliber of fighting, weight shouldn't be a problem. Maybe you need to hire a nutritionist. You are now $1 million investment. What is it to hire a nutritionist? You definitely should have one of the top strength and conditioning coaches, so you don't have these weight issues. You shouldn't be having these weight issues.
Look. You have to find out. It's like the woman in your life. You find that woman in your life, man, that keeps you happy. You have to find
Yeah,
a weight that you know you can maintain. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah, that's a
And,
fact.
and stick to it, and you'll have no problems. But as far as you winning 2 fights and thinking you're gonna keep going up and oh, I'm going up, I'm moving up in weight, I'm doing this.
Oh man,
See,
yeah,
it's a roller coaster now. Come on now.
yeah,
Now you playing yourself. You feel me?
yeah. Yo, you know what's crazy too? I think yo, Josh Taylor would have destroyed him, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah. After what I seen
Yo,
last night.
yo,
Yeah.
these European dudes can box, man.
Yo, after what I seen last night, man. I like Tio, like I said, man, I like him. Yo, Josh
I,
Taylor would destroy him,
I,
bro.
I just, I just, I mean, like, regardless of what he did to my boy Loma or whatever they say, I didn't see it.
Yo, that's why he didn't want to run it back with Lomo,
Right.
man.
He didn't have confidence.
Yeah.
So I was never. I mean, I felt he was all right. I said, yeah, he's a power dude. I mean, like, and when he knocked like Richard Comey and them dudes out, this dude Comey, he brought down on himself, man.
Yeah, yeah.
He walked straight in with his hand.
Yeah.
He caught him with that quick right.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
me? And look, yo,
Yeah.
look, you gotta when you teaching because you know my Jack. What I do, I teach. Never mind the training. You know, when you teaching a fighter, you gotta also teach a fighter like, yo, when this dude he got an overhand right and he's slick with it, you gotta teach them how they can block it, hook off it. You understand what I'm
Or
saying?
catching and fire, yeah.
Block it,
Catching and
block,
fire.
hook off it, straight right. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You gotta constantly condition these fighters, man. This is how you teach these fighters. You know what I'm saying? It's all reflexes. You feel me? It's
Yeah.
all
What?
it's all
Yo, E stayed with the jokes, man. E said T.O.'s pops could be hands on picking up the luggage.
um
Oh man.
no, but that's what
Yeah.
I'm acting like. Fuck this motherfucker up. And I'm
Yeah, man. He was like, man.
like, look,
Who was like,
I said, look, first of all, he confusing T.O. right now with this, with this craziness. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
He should have sat him down and like, look, let me explain something to you. Look, you got to start utilizing your jab because he keeps catching you with the overhand right. He's moving on you. But once you cut the ring off with him with the jab, you'll be able to set the right hand up like that.
What's
You
a
feel what I'm saying?
fact?
That's how. This is what he's supposed to been telling him. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that first punch that he threw when the bell rung and they came into the center of the ring,
Oh,
that
some
lunging punch.
old,
I said,
old flick this shit
yo, man, this dude, man.
off
Oh,
balance.
yo, I seen the knockdown coming. I said, yo, cause one thing about Cambosa, he was calm. Yo,
Yeah,
he didn't get like, yo, see, normally that's what T.O. was hoping for. When he came out with all that
yeah,
aggression, he
he was
thought that what's his name would get scared and nervous. Yeah,
yeah.
he stayed calm. And then when he delivered that overhand right, even though it was a flash knockdown, it
Don't matter.
was flush. It
Don't matter.
was flush, and it sat him on his ass.
Don't
And
matter.
he was like, "Damn, I'm in for a fight now.
Right.
I'm in for a fight.
Psychologically fucked him up
Yeah,
touching that canvas.
yeah, I'm in for a fight, man.
Cause I'm like, yo, but look, my word is bond, man. I felt that I was like, T.O. gonna get upset tonight, man.
Yo, man, damn.
I
Yo,
said,
if you betted $1,000, yo, you won 13 racks last night, man.
wow,
Yeah, he was 13-1 underdog. Yo, $100 would have got you 1,300, man. He was
wow.
a 13-1 underdog, man.
I wish I'd have known that type of shit.
Whoa, 13-1, man. 13-1. Damn, yo, I know all his Australian people. They was riding with their country, man. They made some bread.
The Aussies.
Yeah, the Aussies, they was in there.
Come on,
They,
mate.
they was in there. They was in there drunk. They was ready to brawl.
Shit,
They was in there ready to brawl, man. Yo, Tio said he won the fight though, bro. Do you think that was emotions, or
It
do
was,
you think he really thought he won the fight, yo?
it was emotions. It was punch drunk. It was it,
Yeah,
it was psychologically twisted. It was multiple things.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was
Yo, to keep it tall, like you be saying, yo, bro, he didn't even look like you won the fight, man. You gotta like, at the end of the day, you gotta look in the mirror, my guy. Listen, if somebody just arrived to the arena and they looked on the Teletron and you say, yo, who won this fight? Right? And they look at you,
look at the
yeah, or yo, even this, fuck it. Yo, we gotta take it to the streets, right? And you know when some shit pop off and the police come, yo, if the police would have came there, right? If somebody's getting arrested for being assaulted, who you think they would have said got assaulted? Yeah, Bosa or Lopez?
Lopez. Please.
Exactly. Exactly.
The,
Like dog, you didn't win that fight, man.
the physical evidence was there.
Yeah, yeah, you did not win. Yeah, he said he could be. Oh man, who's this? Might be Lorenzo. Let me see. La, is that you? I think that might be Lorenzo. He don't be clicking the proper link.
But
So his
he don't know nothing about no boxing. There's no need for him to. What are you talking about?
so his name doesn't show when he comments,
That's
man.
my,
But I
that's
think that's
my,
him.
that's my little god brother.
Yeah, I think that's him. Most likely that is him.
But you
Yeah,
know,
that's him.
I didn't
Shout out to La.
know.
Yeah, it's him.
I don't know him to know anything about this math class.
Yeah. Yo, what you think about did you watch the Cool Boy fight? Cool Boy and Figueroa?
I'm not a yo. Nah, I didn't see that fight. I gotta watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good fight, man. It was a good
But
back and forth.
but cool boy is not ready right now, man.
Well, he better get ready now. He's a unified champion. He got the WBC
I'm just being
and the
honest.
WBO.
I'm just being honest, man. It's just
Yeah.
it's just something with I don't know, man. He has to get he has to get things together, man, because his bouts, man, he be struggling. He be trying to look flashy, but that don't work.
Yeah, I see. I watched the video. A lot of people were trying to say he didn't win the fight, but it was like it was a back and forth. You gotta watch it for
Look,
yourself.
look, look,
It,
look,
it depends how you score a fight.
but look at the fight. Look at his last bout before that. This one.
Yeah, well, Leo. I forget Leo something.
Come on, man.
Angelo Leo.
You feeling me?
Yeah.
Come
You
on,
know,
man.
I'm telling you, what's hurting a lot of fighters, and it's just not PBC fighters, it's all these fighters. Inactivity, man. They fighting once, twice a year. You can't.
I hear what you're saying, but that gym is open.
Yeah, but yo, fighting in the gym, sparring, and like the Mayweather was right about that. I always don't agree with him on certain shit, but he's right about that. When you fight underneath them lights with them 8 ounce and 10 ounce gloves on, it's different, man.
No, it is different. But I'm gonna tell you what the problem is with most of these fighters. They try to be too flashy. You understand?
Yeah,
When that bell ring, they try to impress too much instead of boxing, doing what
boxing.
you're supposed to do. You understand?
Yeah, you
This
got to box, man.
and when you're trying to be too flashy, things turn around on you. You
Yeah,
understand?
you definitely got to box, man.
Listen, this is why. Look. If people understand boxing is simple mathematics.
It is.
Everything about boxing is numbers, mathematics. The, the,
Yeah,
the rounds, the scorecards, combinations, how many rounds we going. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah, and it's about making adjustments, man.
The
A lot,
square,
a lot, a lot of these dudes, their calculators they don't be calibrated right. They don't
no,
be they coaches don't be making the proper adjustments. They don't be seeing nothing.
and, and, and,
Oh,
and a lot of them don't make sure that they perfect their jab. You understand?
mm-mm,
You have
mm-mm.
to you have to perfect your jab.
And you know what else too? While we talking about To a little bit too, before we get off of him, yo, his cutting the ring skills off was non-existent last night. He was following. That's why he was getting popped and caught so much. because instead of him cutting the ring off, he was following Cambosa, and Cambosa was pop shotting the shit out of him, catching him,
And,
because he kept following him.
and you know what that come from? His father, yeah, not being on
Yeah,
top, not being on top of his footwork.
yeah, he was man.
That's what that come from. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Footwork is what cuts the ring off on the fighter. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's a fact. Yeah, I'm telling you, even though he wants the rematch, I know he wants the rematch. You got people
I don't believe he
push,
does.
pushing for the rematch, right? But Lomachenko and Richard Comey's fighting in 2 weeks, I think. Two weeks, right? If Lomachenko has an impressive performance against Richard Comey, the outcry for Lomachenko and dude is going to definitely come to fruition.
Cambosos?
Yeah,
Of course.
it's definitely going to come to fruition because Lomo, they was pushing for the rematch with Lomo and Tio, and Tio,
You
you
know,
know, didn't want it. And now I want to say this too. You see how he was so big on jumping up to 140. You think he's gonna jump to 140 now?
if he's struggling to make 135, might as well.
What do you see him doing at 140 though?
Nothing.
That's a whole nother bracket, man. That's a whole nother bracket. And I know his father was saying during the week that he's gonna carry his power. He didn't look like he had power last night.
I'm glad you said that. I will say this though. Tank would have knocked T.O. out last
Oh
night.
yeah,
You know,
man. Yeah, listen, them shots that he was getting caught with Gambosa.
because he don't got power like that.
Yeah, Tank would have put him.
What?
Tank would have put him. Here comes E. E is entering the building. Let's get E up in here.
So my brothers,
Hey,
What's
what up?
going on, E?
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. Yo, first and foremost, boxing won last night. Huge,
Yeah. But
huge,
all across the board.
all across the board, all across the
Yeah.
board. All that Bud Porter arguing. There was no arguing this weekend. None.
Nah,
Both
fact.
both fights were fight of the year caliber type fights, man.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
those dudes, man, they all brought it. They all brought
Mm,
it. They wasn't making that Bud money. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
They did their thing. Talking about
yeah.
Cam, man, and I'm gonna give it to you from my aspect of it. It was the same thing, same exact thing as Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson. If anybody,
Yeah.
and I know who's gonna be, I know you guys know, because most of these podcasters dudes, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I give them smoke, they hit the mute button and they throw me back. They can't deal with it.
Yeah. Nah.
Everybody that knows the Buster Douglas Mike Tyson fight knew that Buster Douglas had the skills. Buster Douglas was a gifted fighter. They just
Mm,
he was lazy. Am I lying?
mm-hmm.
He was lazy and he just didn't have it. He just didn't have that, and it was gonna be and he was gonna be food for Mike Tyson. What was
Yeah.
what was Mike Tyson out here doing? Yo, this is an easy win. Yo, I don't need this. Did he have a corner? No, he had yes men. Mike Tyson had yes men. He's out here in Tokyo doing this, doing that, doing this. And what happened?
Partying, having sex,
What happened?
hanging out with Bobby Brown.
Because guess what? It's like what you just said. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. Just like last night, the numbers didn't lie. All
Yeah.
these numbers were not in Cambosis's favor. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That win against Lee Selby, I'm sorry. I saw the fight. Wasn't impressed.
Mm. Nah, that's why he was a 13-1 underdog.
Uh,
They thought he was really gonna come in here and get smoked.
But
Right.
can I keep it 100 with you? He was supposed to get smoked because
Mm.
of the numbers, man. You look at his fights. Number
Right.
one,
Yeah.
tell me if I'm lying. He don't got that power. Does he
No.
have that? He don't got
No.
right. He don't got no quickness in his feet. Am I lying?
No. He's a basic fighter.
Right. You just said it best. He's a basic fighter. So how on earth was he supposed to beat Teofimo Lopez? And
Yeah.
two reasons I'm on Cambos's side. Two of the reasons. Yo, that dude got an iron jaw. Yo,
Well,
Mm,
Yo, his jaw
yeah,
did not let him down. It let him down for a brief second because he slipped. And the good thing about Cambosis is he said it, man. He was a real dude. He goes, yo, I tried to entertain the fans, and he came back to bite me in my ass, and I didn't focus. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? His iron jaw and his iron will.
yeah.
And I'm
yeah.
that's why he won last night. That's
Yeah,
why.
yo, you know what else he won too? If you watch all the build up leading to the fight, he said he felt disrespected. Wow, he said he fought. Yeah, he said he trained three
Yeah.
training camps. Yo, his shorty had the baby. He ain't see his kid. Yo, the man had a lot on his chest, and and he took it out on Tio.
But the thing
Yeah,
is, didn't Tio have a baby too?
she's anytime now,
Okay,
anytime. Yeah,
so now we already talked about Cambosis. We already talked. I mean, no disrespect. I already spoke about Cambosis. Now let's talk about Tio. Tio, he has a horrible corner. His father is not a trainer. He a cheerleader. And let's go back to that.
he's a hype man. He's a hype man. Yeah,
What are you doing? Yo, we got to get in this gym. You know what I'm saying? Look, it wasn't. I was shocked when Tio said he was gonna knock him out in the first round. He actually jumped on him in the first round.
yeah,
In my
yeah,
eyes, that had to do, and a lot of people would be like, yo, you hating, you hating, you hating. I'm not hating, man. It's boxing. A lot of people don't understand boxing. I honestly, it was the weight and his corner did him in. The weight in his corner. Because you know what? You can't be in a weight for so long. If you're not happy, you're not uncomfortable. If you're not comfortable, you're sacrificing. All that sacrificing messes with your mentals, man. You know what, man? You can't even. And we're talking about he had to be on weight for how long? He was
yeah.
on weight
Yeah,
for
almost half a year.
a year.
Almost half a year. Yeah.
So how are you gonna be mentally focused when your body has to be right? And listen to what I'm saying to fight a bum. Because on paper, that's what Cambosis was.
Yeah.
Boom. In Tio's structure of the hierarchy, Cambosis was a bum. Cambosis
Yeah.
food.
Yo, that's how they was talking to him all week.
Now,
All week. They said nobody was going to know him after the fight.
now Cambosa's stocks went up and Tio's the bum.
Rob. Listen, everybody named Mama is on Twitter. Uh from Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevens, Tevin Farmer. You got Devin Haney. Everybody wants to fight Cambosa now.
Nah, you want to know the honest truth? Ain't
Mm.
nobody want to fight Cambosis. They're all crying. They're all slamming. Man, fucking Tio had to fuck it up for everybody.
Well,
Fucking
he killed.
Tio.
Listen, he fucked the church's money up.
No,
That's
no,
why you gotta when shit is hot, you gotta fight, man. All this build up and build up. Yeah, you see, y'all build up another one.
but
The Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder shit done struck again. Done
that's
struck again, man.
that's why you got to ask yourself, man. And a lot of these dudes, a lot of these cornballs, man, on these corny ass podcasts, they don't know. They're just jock riders, man. You got to ask yourself, okay, so why did the winner win, but why did the loser lose? Because the question is it's always going to be why, no matter what. And no matter what, you know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden, I'm going down the street, you know what I'm saying? And it's a fanboy alleyway, and I want to pull over, and all of a sudden the cops stop me, but like, yo, you know what happened to E, bro? He got caught with some dudes in his car.
Oh
What's
man.
the money business? Why? Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? Yo, you got a serial killer. A serial killer. My man just killed 100 people. What's the first thing they're gonna ask him? Why? Why?
Wow. Yeah.
Ask why.
They'd ask that why.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
There's a reason. And people will be like, oh, you're making excuses for Tio. I'm not making excuses for Tio, but you don't understand that this is combat sports. And in combat sports, things happen. It don't matter who you are. And
Not at all.
ready?
Stop popping off so much too.
Are you ready? Yo, I'm gonna be E. Who was the baddest man on the wire?
Omar.
And who Omar got smoked by?
A kid.
Thank
Bernard who got beat up. Bernard who just talked mad shit. Smoked him.
That's how they
Yeah.
beat.
That, that's boxing. That's
Yeah.
That is boxing
all the
right.
time,
You
all
can
the
never
time.
get caught.
Yo, look at what's the name? Julio Cesar Chavez when he finally lost. He lost to the surgeon, Frankie Randall. Look at
Right.
all the guys that he fought prior to that could not knock him off. Not only did Frankie Randall knock him off, he dropped him.
He
Yes.
broke he broke him down. Math problems.
Word.
Correct.
Oh,
But
Yo,
you know what's crazy?
Frankie Randall.
That's
it's
and that this is another point. Another point. And people could argue, even you guys might argue with me. Yo, when you in combat sports, man, I don't care what anybody says, man. There's no such thing as an undefeated record. When you in combat sports,
Nah.
you're not supposed to have an undefeated record because the
Mm-mm.
numbers are going to tell you, look, man, oh, Rocky Marciano, he retired undefeated. Yo, my man, he was fighting Jersey. He fought Jersey Joe Walcott in a wheelchair. And Jersey Joe Walcott was still giving him smoke.
listen. They also combined his amateur record with his professional record with that 49-0.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
So
And not for nothing, man. Not to really throw him all the way under the bus, but a lot of his fights was fixed. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? That's when the mob really, really ran the game.
so what I'm
It
trying to
won-
tell these people, like, listen, man, Tio lost for a reason. His game was
Yeah,
not poor. He got caught.
yeah. Got caught slipping.
Because you're not supposed to be. And listen, man, Floyd, listen, let me tell you something. You follow Floyd's career because that's what everybody goes by, undefeated, undefeated. Floyd's supposed to have a few blemishes, whether it be a draw or an L. You could dispute that. But in boxing, you're not supposed to be undefeated. If you're undefeated, people always go, I wonder why. What happened? Because boxing is, listen, it's not, this ain't the last dance with Michael Jordan. Oh man, I have a cold, let me get some Gatorade and a flu shot. No, dude, you got a toothache, that's gonna mess with you.
That's a
Your girl
fact.
left you, that's gonna mess with you. It's not like your
Yeah,
girl left you and you're gonna go play basketball, you playing in an NBA championship.
right.
Nah,
yeah.
boxing is no joke, man. And that's what these dudes understand. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Tio got caught up in what Tio got caught in, man. Because you got to be 100%. And if you ain't 100%, yo, guess what happened? And thank you, Bernard caught Omar slipping last night. Bernard caught Omar slipping last night. You know what I mean? Last night was all about Tio, how he would win, and right now what we're talking about. Damn, how the hell did he lose?
Right.
Because look at it on paper, Kambosos had no shot. He didn't. And
Nah.
anybody who says, "Yo, man, nah, man, listen, if you bet money on Kambosos, you were doing it out of your heart, not out of your
All right, thank you.
not out of your mouth. Because you know what? It was said best. You guys said it best. Numbers don't lie. And those numbers did not favor Kambosos whatsoever.
At
Cam
all.
was supposed to get smoked. But
Yeah.
his jaw, yo, my man got that Azuma Nelson jaw, boy.
Real.
Nah, he was not trying to lose at all, man.
I
No,
didn't blame him. Well, look, Tio lost in his hometown. He lost 4 belts. I mean, just like this is crazy.
I'm telling you right now. Do you think that there's gonna be a moment do you know that moment, man? That moment where you either when you look, you could be with your man or you could be with your pops. It doesn't matter, even your uncle, and even for like a brief second, you just give him that look. That
Yeah,
that,
I think that
that your mother
I,
ever.
yeah, I just think he had a brain fart in the ring, and it was him, his whole corner, just everybody. Once he got dropped in that first round, that was it.
See,
That wasn't his problem. He had a brain fart, and he said, "Yo, you guys smell that?" And they're like, "No, we don't smell nothing, man. Everything was good. We don't smell nothing." Yo, what you talking about? Are you talking about
Yeah.
that new Versace? Yo, you got that new?
Uh,
Nah, I could have swore it just farted and it smells bad. Nah, we don't know what you're talking about, T.O., man. You got the goods, baby. Let's go.
yeah.
so he got
Yeah.
he got stigmatized starting from the weight class through the press conference. That's when everything
Oh
went.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything went sour for him because he was
Pops was going crazy.
too cocky, man. He wasn't focused. Like leading up to that fight, man. He was talking about February moving up, fighting Josh Taylor. Yo, dog, you got to fight Saturday night.
Worried about that fight.
You gotta fight November 27th. You're not fighting Josh Taylor.
Word.
You're fighting George Cambosa.
How many fighters have made that mistake?
A lot
Too
of
many.
It
Too
happens
many. He's just the latest. Too many, yo.
because you know what? Once we go to that same thing, listen, man, this is combat sports. You can lose at any moment. You're not
Yeah.
Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was a machine. He was
Yeah.
a machine. And I'll give
He
you
was
another. Julio
he was
Cesar,
dedicated. Yeah.
Julio Cesar Chavez was a machine. Pernell Whitaker beat him. Pernell
Yeah.
Whitaker beat him.
And
Major
got robbed.
Major Taylor was mopping the floor with him.
yeah.
Yeah. And got
Major
robbed.
Taylor with him so bad that still to this day, Major Taylor, his body and his brain is suffering for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. He
You
never
know,
recovered from that.
never. So that's what happened with T.O., man. He got caught. He thought he was the machine. No.
Yeah.
And these fighters need to get off of that. And it's very, very hard to do. It's very,
Yeah.
because people don't realize, yo, cutting weight. Yo, you know how, yo, just imagine. Yo, that's like going on a hunger strike, man. It
Yeah.
kills me about these corny ass podcasters, man. And yo, go on a hunger strike for a week and see how you're going to feel.
Man, it's like depleting your body of every mineral, every nutrition, water,
Yeah, man.
all the essentials that you need to live.
It's like being on Gilligan. Like
Yeah,
being on Gilligan's.
yo, it's a different type of thing. And then the next day, right, less than 24 hours, you are thrust into the ring to fight.
Come on.
To fight at not no bullshit ass fight. I'm talking about, you're supposed to fight at the highest level
That's
of
what they
combat.
that's what they expect.
But you know,
What from where?
what's crazy?
No,
Just
no.
just think about it. You've been training, and listen, I mean no disrespect. I'm just putting it in Tio's where Tio's mind is at. You're training a year because it was put on and off, on and off, on and off. We're talking about a year. In Tio's brain, I'm like, yo, man, I'm going through all this nonsense, man. I got to fake COVID because the tickets ain't selling, the money ain't
Yeah.
right. It went from Thriller. I got beat for Bob Arum to fight this
Mm.
because
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
because people are gonna say, "Yo, how could you say Cambosis is a bum?" I did not say Cambosis is a bum. I'm saying that's what T.O. thought. That's why he caught an ass whipping last night.
Right.
So T.O. because I guarantee you, if he was fighting Devin Haney, his mind wouldn't be like like that. And listen, maybe he would have lost to Devin Haney, but his mind would have definitely been on some other things, man. And that's what these people don't. That's why these corny dudes here that they don't understand, man. All you want to do is ride that Cambosis train. But yo, talk about it from the beginning. Okay, so then what happened? Explain, and none of them could tell you what happened except for you. Only you guys can.
Right.
And that's now he's crying. He lost the whole entire empire. Which
Every
yo, I don't even know how many millions. How many millions you think he lost last night?
yeah. I think 5.
If you and then you figure he's out of the Devin Haney fight. Forget about that. I think me personally, what do you think? You think he has to go up to 140?
You're gonna weight class looking at him like a clown. Like, man, get up out of here, man.
And the crazy thing is, supposedly his plan was, we don't know. He said he wanted to, after this fight, go up and just fight Josh Taylor.
So
But that's not happening now. Now he got to regroup. How many fights do you think he needs now
2.
to get his mental straight before 2 fights? And how much money is he losing on that? Because if he would have won last night, he could have went straight to Josh Taylor.
Yeah.
Of course.
Undisputed at 135 is going to fight undisputed at 140. That would have been mega dollars. Mega dollars, man. And it all went down the drain.
Mm.
That's why
Yeah.
you need an old school trainer that you respect. You need advisors, man. You need advisors. And listen, man, I don't want to I really want to do this, man, because Nah, this one's gonna hurt because I got a lot of love for the dude. Joseph Kiambo, he's the one who does his hand wraps. You know what I'm saying? He's part of his management team. And when I saw Joseph Kiambo, like Joe Kiambo, like working the ends well, I was like, what the hell is going on? He didn't even have a cut man. I don't know, man. Last night was the perfect storm. Last night was Hurricane Sandy, man. It was a perfect storm, and Cambosis capitalized on it. But what all these fans need to understand, do not get it twisted. If Cambosis would have been fighting the same dude that Vasily Lomachenko would have fought, Tito would have mopped the floor with him.
Oh yeah, because remember Lomachenko, he was hungry.
Yes.
He had something to prove.
That's right.
Now he had a whole year of a tour as I am the greatest. I beat the greatest.
Right.
No activity, no inactivity. Catching COVID.
No fight.
And that's the problem that these casuals don't understand. They just think that because Cambosis beat him last night, he could beat him every day. No. Cambosis,
Like you just said, he caught him at the perfect combination, perfect time. And that's what boxing is, timing. It is a lot of timing, yeah.
That's right.
And I tell you, the Lopez corner was just like the Wrong Turn family last night.
Yeah.
They took the wrong turn.
Yeah, like what's the name said? I gotta find that comment. He said from top to bottom, they all failed him, and they did. They all failed him. Let me pull that comment up, man. He said his whole corner, and that's a fact. Where's that comment at, man? He hit it right on the head, right here. This comment right here reigns supreme. This is a true comment. I never seen a corner work that poor from top to bottom in the same fight. It was. You just alluded to the fact how the cut man, who's not really the cut man, couldn't work the cut.
He was
the head trainer, his father, was just telling him to walk him down. Get on him! Get on him! He was talking to Tio like Tio was a pit bull. It was like it was a pit bull fight, man.
Fuck him up.
I was waiting for him to say, "What's that? Shake, shake." I was waiting for him to say that.
Get him.
Like, yo, dude, you're not telling him no punches, no combinations, nothing to throw, man.
Didn't tell him nothing.
Now, I have a question for y'all because you guys are definitely talking about the team. If he would have been still with Top Rank, do you think that Top Rank team would have been like, yo, what the hell is going on here, man? Yo,
I'll tell you what, if he was with Top Rank, either shout out to my guy Jacob Stitch Duran or Mike Bezel would have been in his corner for cut man. He would have had a cut man. That's number one. That he would have had one of the top two cut men in the game, either Stitch or Mike Bezel. So I don't know what happened with that. I don't know, man. And he's $1 million investment. That's one of the top priorities is having a top cut man.
I'm gonna tell you something, because this is not like baseball guaranteed. His situation with Bud Light might have went down.
Word.
You feel me?
100%.
Word. Because he's not undisputed no more, or he doesn't have all the belts anymore.
Yeah, and this really was supposed to be his coming out party.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
And as he was getting his ass whooped, he had Bud Light on the back of his trunks.
Man, they sponsored the whole event, the ring. They was a major part of the production,
right?
Everything.
So
everything. Listen, he was on the verge of something big. He had Bud Light, how Canelo has Hennessy. You ever peep how when Canelo fights, it's Hennessy all on the turnbuckles, Hennessy all over the ring.
Yeah.
That's how he was on the verge with Bud Light, but we'll see what happens with that, man. The good thing about him, he's still young, man. He still is somewhat of a baby, man.
Yeah, but this is a mental game. How is he going to mentally?
Yeah, facts.
Do you guys think that once he beat Lomachenko, that prima donna started messing with his brain, and
I definitely did. He didn't want to give him a rematch. He
that's
didn't want to give him a rematch. So when he was on that, I was like, and me being like, yo, like I said, I liked him, and people was telling me that, like, nah, your man is soft. He switched up. I'm like, nah, nah. And then I started seeing it myself, like, yo, and just like Lord of the Rings always alludes to, if I'm a confident fighter, I'm gonna run it back because I know I'm gonna beat you again. You can't beat me. I'm confident.
yeah.
But
But
when
another thing that people don't talk about, a lot of things that people don't talk about, and the casuals don't know about. There's levels to confidence because there's actually fighters that actually go into a ring knowing that they're gonna lose. They're just saying to themselves, how am I going to lose? You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Because what people don't understand, boxing is just like a job. It's a job. You know that you're gonna catch. Look, these fighters know that they're gonna catch L's. I'll tell you right
mhm.
now, Michael Spinks knew he was gonna catch an L when he fought Mike Tyson.
Man,
Knew he was
he went out there paranoid and scared as hell, man. He flinched before he even got hit, man.
right.
Before he even got hit.
Right. That's why you have these situations, you know, where it happened last week. People started talking, yo, man, yo, Porter already said he was gonna retire, blah, 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 blah. It wasn't the real 100% Porter. So you know what? A lot of these fighters know. They know that, yo, look, man, there's no way I could beat this dude. I can't beat him. It's how am I gonna lose? Because you know what? Fighters even say to themselves, yo, bro, listen, man, you can't throw in the towel, bro. Because if you throw in the towel, my stock is gonna go down. You know
Mm.
what I mean? And a lot of casuals, they don't know this, man. Am I lying?
Nah, they don't. They don't, man. All they know is a lot of casuals. Only thing they know is what their favorite YouTube channel tells them. That's it.
These dudes don't know the difference when it comes to money. From an L from a regular loss to a TKO and a KO. There's a lot of money involved, man. Because right now, let's say, you know what, I step in the ring with you, you know what I'm saying? And I know I'm gonna lose. Everybody knows I'm gonna lose, you know what I'm saying? They're just waiting to see how you do against me.
Yeah.
You mopping the floor with me, there's only one round left, and the corner says, yo, bro, we gonna stop the fight. Nah, chill, don't do that to me, bro. It's only one round. I need this round. This is for my livelihood, bro. You
Right.
think no time is gonna bring me back? You think Top Rank is gonna bring me back if I got a KO, a TKO? And that's what casuals don't
Yeah.
understand.
Right.
Don't understand that, man. And that's how sometimes these fighters get hurt. Because at the end of the day, it's a livelihood. That's their job. You know, it's like these, and I'm sorry to say it, man. These boxers, man, they're athletes slash animals, man. Like a thoroughbred, It's how you treat your thoroughbred. How do you feed your thoroughbred? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these casuals, they don't understand that. And the point I'm trying to make is, yo, maybe Tio thought like, yo, if I fight Lomachenko, bro, it ain't gonna be that good for me. So let me get mines, let me get better, and then let him get older. Let Vasily get older, and we can run it back. Because that's what Canelo was trying to do to Triple G. Am
Mm.
I right? Am I lying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's all business. And a lot of and you know what? A lot of these casuals, they don't understand the business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen,
The business side of boxing been ruining it lately, but not for nothing though. We closing out 2021 kind of good. Hopefully, we keep the momentum going in 2022 because we starting to get fights.
I'll give it to you like this. Let's keep it 100. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. If you guys are in Teofimo Lopez's corner and they're offering you a rematch with Lomachenko, you know what I'm saying? Or they're saying, yo, let's go fight Cambosis, bro. Bud Light knows you're gonna smoke Cambosis. They're giving you $5 million. They're not gonna give it to you for the facility because they don't know if you could pull that off. They want the welcoming party in New York for Cambosis that you should win. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna sign to Bud Light. It's gonna be big. We'll let Vasily get a little old, and then you can run it back. Would you tell him to fight Vasily, or would you tell him to go the route he went?
I really think he should have fought Vasily, man. Keep it tall with you, man. Because the smack he talked about, like he really beat him up and did him dirty. You should be able to do it again. You understand what I'm saying? So
Do you think that fight would have made more money a rematch right after, or let's just say Cambosis if Teofimo would have beat Cambosis, let's just say Teofimo would have beat Cambosis, right? Vasily would have beat Comey, and then that rematch happened.
Nah. Soon as that fight happened with the Lopez win, they were supposed to have a rematch immediately because of the hype of what happened, how it went. You understand?
Thank you.
Off the rip, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. And guess what? You know what? This is where I become a casual because you guys are teaching me. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to know when you're and right now I'm asking because I don't know. You know what I mean? And guess what? When you don't know, you don't ask a cornball. You ask people that know more than you and that are in the game.
That's a fact. You're right, E.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm asking you. Not only are you giving me the answer, you're telling me why.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of these that's why I be on these podcasts, man. Because all they do is talk. They talk.
Yeah, I would have won after Lomachenko again too.
Yeah, because look.
Because if you beat Lomachenko for a second time,
Oh,
you know how big your stock is.
What? Come on, man.
Like right now, not knowing that he was gonna lose to Cambosa, but if you weigh the two options out, right?
Yeah.
Say he ran it back with Lomachenko and he lost. A loss to Lomachenko is going to be looked at better than this loss to George Gambosa, if that makes any sense. But like we like to say over here, but hey, what do I know?
No, it makes perfect sense. You want to know why? Because it actually happened.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
listen. If you go back into time, you're saying, hell no, there's no way that that could happen. But if you go forward to present day, you'd be like, shit.
It happened. It happened, man.
What?
Yeah. Let me ask y'all this now. Since I got y'all, let me work on my interviewing skills. Do you think Teofimo Lopez's stock? Do you think he can recover? You know, it's a stock market. Do you think his stock can ever rise again?
If he does something to avenge the loss, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But let me tell both of you, the Hollywood Square, Ryan Garcia, Davis, Lopez, and Haney, if they all would have fought each other, everything would be explosive right now.
Oh yeah. That's why I said the losses. When you lose to the other so-called kings and greats, it's not a diminishable loss.
How this was supposed to go. Not to take nothing from Cambosa or whoever. These guys coming along getting these wins. They're not part of the Hollywood Square. The explosion was the four of them. You understand what I'm saying? Multi-million-dollar fights. He can fight him. He can fight him. The winner loser can fight him. He can fight him. You understand what I'm saying? It would have been out of here. But no, we had to get cracks in the concrete. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Messed it up. Messed up the church's money.
And look what happened.
I feel that there's only one thing, and you guys might give me the mute trash compactor button. You know what I'm saying?
We don't do that over here, man. Go.
Yo,
we don't do that.
This might wake up. This actually might wake up the number one cash cow in the Hollywood Squares. The big money guy.
Who? Tank?
Nah, it ain't Tank.
Who? Ryan Garcia? Well, he said. You see, he did. Well, he's a Twitter, Instagram guy anyway. He Instagram and tweeted that he wants Cambosa next.
Well, look,
now, he's the best. Let's not get it twisted. He might be the worst out of all of them.
Yeah.
When it comes to generating that.
Yeah, he has the biggest fan base, I'll say, out of all of them.
Yeah.
Let me explain something to both of y'all. It's like when you get a brand new car, it's all hype. But when you get used to it, it ain't really nothing now. He ain't did shit. He was all hype.
Yes.
Yeah. He did nothing but bad publicity. That's all. So he has to come out and do things for his stocks to keep going up. You understand what I'm saying? He can't pull a stunt every 6 months. You understand what I'm saying?
I can't.
Nah,
But
you
yo,
can't.
you know what's crazy? We talked about that last week. That's what boxing is about, though. Gimmicks, man. If you can
Hey,
come with an ill gimmick now,
word,
yo, I'm telling you.
word, you're right. A fucking gimmick. A
Now,
There you go.
manufactured gimmick.
do,
You know?
do you guys think that Teofimo Lopez stays part of that Hollywood square? Or I already asked, you know, he's definitely moving up to 140. We could all, can we agree to that or no?
Yeah, yeah, but
If
damn,
if if,
it's hard to go to 140 now after getting your ass whooped like that, man.
if he's struggling to stay at 135, he has to go up.
He's been
Yeah,
he's been saying it.
Well,
yeah.
go up.
He's been saying it.
Who would you like to see him fight at 140 right now after coming off this loss like that, yo?
I don't want to see him fight nobody.
That's a dangerous fight at
I don't
140, man.
fight nobody right now. I wanna see him sit down for like 6 months and get his mind mentally prepared. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe
Yeah.
if he wants to in between, he can have a bum fight with somebody. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but you know what the crazy thing is? Me as a fan, and I'm gonna talk as a casual. I don't want him to fight bums because I don't think that I haven't seen these top dogs don't do that no more.
Yeah,
Well,
my boy Jay said all first he said Gary Russell still had a career after losing to Lomachenko. That's correct. He went on to become a world champion. And then he's also
yeah.
commented and said all the 140 guys would be hard for T.O. I agree. I agree. I said that earlier. I said Josh Taylor would have mopped the floor with him.
What about
Josh
Regis?
Taylor. Regis another one, man. Regis is a 140 guy, man. After seeing what George Cambosa was able to do to him, that's a whole nother weight class, man.
Yeah,
A whole nother weight class. I would like to see him against like
That's Junior.
see Regis and Josh Taylor like the creme de la creme. I want to see him against a guy at
top
140. You know, like
top 10,
like
lower
yeah.
top 10 or lower
Yeah.
top.
I say top 10, man. Top 10 cuz he's a former, unified champion, undisputed champion. So I would like to see him.
So we could honestly say that history, because of what happened last night, history is not going to be made in our lifetime. We're not going to be able to witness the closest thing to Duran, Hearns.
Now we still can because listen, you still have
They're going to go up.
you still have Tank Davis
Yes,
down there. You still have Ryan and you still have Devin. They
right.
there and listen, you know who else you got down there? And one weight lower, but he's there, Shakur Stevenson, that nobody likes to talk about.
You're right. For whatever reason, I don't know why. Because I
Yeah.
know. I mean, a lot of people are talking smack about boxing, like, oh no, no.
Yeah. That would be a good fight. Somebody said, look at this. That'd be a perfect fight for him. But the only thing is it's cold promotion. I don't think they would make it happen. Robert Easter Jr. versus T.O. That'd be a good fight for him at
That
140.
that would be terrible. T.O. will knock Easter Junior out.
That's what he needs. That's what he needs. He needs a confidence builder. He needs that.
But the most important thing is
Uh,
going to
you
get
can't.
rid.
He can't go to 140 and get rocked.
But
If
I'm
he
gonna
goes up to 140 and gets rocked,
tell y'all something. If he don't move up to 140,
yeah,
all the stereo going on and the hype and all that, he has to wipe Cambosa up in a rematch. I mean, clean him
yeah.
up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yo, Cambosa's popping hella shit, man.
You know what I mean?
Cambosa's popping.
Confident.
Oh man, he said, he hit him with the na. He said, look at your
Now
face.
look, now
Look
look.
at your face.
So he showed you he can avoid your right hand. So that's where the confidence.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
yeah. He took his biggest weapon. What's up? Oh, thank you.
So
My man looked like Martin Lawrence. So Martin,
Yeah, one
Martin,
more for Tommy Hearns. Yeah, yeah.
yo, my man said, look at your face.
Look at your face.
so so
When he said that, right, it took me back to my school days at school. That's what you used to tell somebody when you beat them up or something, and you know you dust them. Yo, look at your face. Look at you. Yo, look at your face.
Yo, you know what's crazy? For once,
Uh,
said, yo, that came from a white dude.
yeah, hard. He's an Aussie. He's an Aussie though. They ain't really consider like they don't
that's
consider themselves white like that.
that's a
He's a
right.
he's Yeah,
Like,
he's a mate. He's a mate. He's an Ozzy. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Look at your face,
uh,
man."
Look
Oh man, yeah, that yo, but I ain't gonna lie though. Even though T.O. lost, that was good for boxing.
yeah,
It shook shit up, man. You need that, man.
yes.
You need that. You need that, man.
you
You
really think it
need
was
that in boxing. Yeah,
a lot of money?
yeah.
A lot of money was lost last year.
Yo, yeah, it was, but the money will always come around. It'll always come around. It'll always come around because now you gotta look at it. Yeah, a lot of money over here got lost, but you know how much money a fight now to go over there and fight him in Australia is gonna be worth?
But now
Yeah,
check this out.
If he chooses to.
It,
yeah.
now let's talk about this because a lot of these casuals don't know about this. Let's talk about the big one. That loss last night. What does it do for the Lomachenko Comey fight?
Oh, yo, for that, it kind of set. Listen, we talked about that earlier, me and Lord of the Rings. If Lomachenko goes out there and has an impressive outing, it kind of puts him in position to come right back and play and get the Cambosa fight.
I
If
think
you
I think he should fight Tank.
Who
if you
are Lomo? They're not. I don't. Do you really think after watching that Brian Custer interview with Tank and him saying himself he doesn't know when he's going to fight the best that Mayweather and Leonard Alabi will even consider that fight? Because they like they said they have a plan. Like, I got to now I'm gonna put my
Oh,
Leonard Alabi
yeah,
on. We
yeah,
have a plan for Tank. We
yeah.
we 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 breed superstar fighters.
We,
We have a plan.
we keep it in house. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
So that'll never happen.
No, I
So
don't think so.
look, my thing about this in in this thing about with this boxing world is when it comes to marketing, when it comes to keeping your name afloat and your name rising, you have to avenge things that happen to you. You
Yeah,
understand?
that's a
This
fact.
I'm making. You can't try to sidestep something to try to move on to something else because the stigma is always there. What happened to you? And remember,
Yeah,
and remember this, guys. This is a mental game, man. So if you fall victim to the comments and all that, they psychologically playing with you. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
right,
So this is why I'm saying, like, he has to. Hopefully, he had a rematch clause in the contract.
Yeah, I would hope so. With all them belts he had, I would hope so,
It's
man.
like, come on now, damn,
I would.
that's four
okay.
belts.
Do you think he's actually going to get rid of his father? Do you think that?
Nah,
So then,
nah.
so guess what? If he's not going to get rid of his father, the problem is never going to be solved.
Yeah, I think he
If,
needs to though.
if look,
Bring
if
somebody else on.
somebody, if some, don't go to To. Go to his pops and sit him down and have a one-on-one with him and explain. You know what I'm saying? That's how you
Yeah,
because that's an emotional thing right there, the father and son. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it is. It is.
So let the father then go to To like, look, uh, I think things could be moving a little further if I pull such and such along and let him deal with you feel what I'm saying?
well, the crazy thing is, it's when it was Joey Gamache. It was Joey Gamache and Papa Lopez that were both working.
Yeah. For the Lomo fight, I don't know where he was at this fight. He wasn't in the picture.
I, I mean, didn't Joey Gamache say in the interview like he wasn't easy to work with? I could have swore I heard
Mm,
something like that. You know what I'm saying?
damn.
I mean,
Yeah, he wasn't in the camp for this time.
I mean, there was nobody in the camp. You know what I'm saying? And it proved to be disastrous,
I,
disastrous.
I know, I know the feeling dealing with a fighter man and it's hard to work with him and all. It's difficult, man. You know,
I
it's
mean,
Yeah.
you know what, man? If you watch that movie with Will Smith, what is it called, King Richard? You
Yeah,
know,
King Richard.
King Richard, it's the same thing, but it worked for them. You know what I'm saying? But guess what?
Yeah.
Tennis ain't boxing.
Tennis is different. I was about to say that.
Tennis
You
ain't.
ain't you ain't getting punched in your head, man.
difficult.
You ain't get, you ain't getting punched in your head, man.
Real.
I think you know what it is, man. At some point, Like, I'm not saying he don't need to be in the corner. Be a chief second, man.
I don't think he
You
deserves
know?
whatsoever. I think he's toxic. He's a toxic individual because where was it that it happened? I think it happened last week that um he got into beef with Cambosis' father.
Yeah, yeah. That was on Wednesday. No,
It was there's
Tuesday
somebody
at
Oh,
Church Street Gym.
yeah, I didn't see it happen, but somebody told me because in the film you can't see it. Somebody told me that actually Cambosis like either smacked his father or pushed him or did something.
Yeah.
He went running. I saw this. I mean, they actually showed the footage. He was running to Tio. Yo, kill this dude.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And the footage you see. Yo, my son is gonna murder you.
He went running to his son. Yo, Junior. Yo, Junior.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
dude, what
That,
the?
yeah, that fight was fucked up from the jump, man.
yeah.
This from all the antics that went on during fight week.
It's sad,
Mentally, Tio wasn't prepared, man.
sad. It's sad that he went from there with Loma and
Yeah,
laying off all that time to end up like this. You know what I'm
yeah. And that inactivity is a motherfucker in fighting, man.
saying? Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's why I be saying this shit to get off a subject a little bit about Earl Spence.
Yeah.
Everybody stays talking about him like he's gonna come back and be this great A killer. Yo, he had one fight in 3 years. In 3 years, and on top of that, an accident.
Listen,
Like, yeah, you can't. Like, that's why I don't even. I really don't want to see him fight Bud right off bat. I'd rather him get a tune up
if
Um,
and fight somebody.
if Bud fights him, if Bud beats Spence, everybody, including myself, is gonna say he didn't fight. Bud never fought the real Spence because I'm gonna say it. A detached retina, it makes you think in your brain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Car accident. You don't. That was a that car accident. It was insane. What was that movie with Bruce Willis? That he thought he was indestructible,
Unbreakable,
unbreakable.
Mr. Glass. Yeah,
No.
unbreakable.
So in my
Yeah,
eye, me being the fight fan that I am, I'm gonna say to myself, Bud did not the best Spence. He didn't beat
yeah,
him because I don't care what but the
yeah.
retina changes you. This one fool tries to come at me. Yo, Sugar Ray Leonard did it. Sugar Ray
He
Leonard.
took off mad
How
years.
many years did he take off?
that's exactly,
Yeah,
that's exactly why that fight's never gonna happen.
yeah. That's what I said too.
Oh, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. It should have happened, man. That's why whenever I think of that fight, when they faced off in Oklahoma, Tulsa, that fight should have happened, man.
But I'm gonna
Way
tell you,
before way before the accident, all
yo,
that.
well, if the fight was to happen, the Spence last fight, he gonna have to step his game up a little better if he going against Bud, man. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's all that inactivity, man. The dude is not like, yo, with boxing, you gotta be active. I know gym work is one thing, but you gotta be active. Shout out to my man Stone Bone in the building. This is Team Crawford. He said Bomac said T.O. left our nutrition team, perfecting athletics, and he said T.O. struggled bad to make the weight. That hurt him bad. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I said he should have hired a nutritionist, strength and conditioning coach, all the above.
But these casuals don't want to believe that. These casuals,
Now they don't know nothing, man. Roger Mayweather voice. They don't know shit about boxing.
these
Oh, man.
casuals are saying, Cambosis wipe the floor with him. No, there's more to it.
Yeah, yeah. He was malnutritious. He came out there like a refugee.
That's
A
why he got shot.
refugee.
That's why he
Yeah.
got first round. He caught him cold. His body didn't work with him.
I seen too many people saying Earl going to stop Bud. Yeah, they thinking of old Earl. They thinking of Chris Algieri, Leonard Badu Earl. They're not talking about the rapper Earl Beasy. They're not talking about Earl Beasy that
The rap
Right.
party.
They talking about the raw one. Stone Bone said he was with our team for 3 years and he stopped before this fight. And you see the difference. Yeah, yo, not for nothing. He barely made 135 Friday, man. He was overweight. See, I knew all of this, but I don't, that's not my cup of tea to try to get a couple of views and jump on here like, yo, breaking news. Tiafimo is at 143. You know what I'm saying? I let the other guys do that. You know what I'm saying? I want a quick view, but I knew that, man. He was struggling to make weight. He barely made 135, man.
Well,
That's why if you pay attention, right? The Friday the weigh-in was supposed to start at 1 o'clock. It didn't actually start to 1:30 because he was still trying to get to 135. And he made it, but it.
just like with
Oh yeah, you was at that
just
one.
like with Tank
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. When
Gamboa.
he came 2 hours late, 2 hours late because he was still in the hotel trying to cut that weight. Yeah. See, that's only insider stuff.
Yep.
And you would have to be on the front line in the field to know that. If you're
Yeah, but
not on the front line in the field, you wouldn't know that.
you
You
know what's
just go off a hearsay.
look at the obstacle. Look at the obstacles you just said. You said you would have to be in the inside to know that, right? That's
Yeah,
obstacle number one, right? Then obstacle number two is only the minute, like
yeah.
care about that.
Yeah, look, here comes some insight right here. Shout out to my man, like I said, Stone Bone. This is Bud Crawford's peoples, man. Team Crawford in the building. He said the Almighty Al, aka Charlie. That's what we refer to Al Heyman as Charlie, because Charlie's Angels. The Angels are the Haymanites, the PBC fighters. But
And
Al's not offering Earl up yet.
Al
He
Hammond,
only
you
he's
never
only
seen him.
offering. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. He said he's only offering Keith as the first
Al Hammond,
PBC fight. He says Earl's not ready to late summer or fall. So there it is. Earl's not ready. Now Earl is on tour right now. Currently, he has a 36 city rap tour called Back End Beezy. It's him and Yellow Beezy. They got back to back albums.
wow, selling well.
Yeah, they're rapping right now. But thank you for that, man. Shout out to Stone Bone. Colorado Springs in the building by way of Omaha, Nebraska, man. Yeah, it figures. Al doesn't want to give up EJ. He wants to throw Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is who is he right now? Keith Thurman is a high school quarterback that was popping in high school and ain't do shit after high school. And now he's trying to talk about all his accolades from high school football.
I told you, he's the only fighter I ever seen that brings a unicycle inside the ring.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Sto-
saying?
Stone Bowl says so we might have to dispatch of Keith in 5 or 6 rounds. Yeah, I see Bud getting Keith out of there quick. I see him getting them out of there
I
quick.
don't,
Keith
I don't,
Keith is rusty. I don't think Keith would take the fight though,
I don't
because Keith was already talking about fighting Bud, and he wants to tune up first. Then they'll fight Bud in the summer. Off 3 year layoff. He's not. Yeah, he's not gonna take a fact. I'm glad you said that, Stone Bone. That's a fact, man. I don't see
look.
Keith taking that fight either.
I don't see Bud knocking Thurman out.
We don't see him stopping him.
No, he runs too much.
Butter cut the ring off and deliver a vicious body shot and slow
Telling
him down. The same way, what's my man's name? The Riverside Rocky hit him with an incredible body shot. He just didn't cut the ring off after he delivered it.
Yep,
But he would have had him mad. He let him get on his unicycle, like Lord of the Rings was saying.
yep.
Keith was able to pedal around and get out the round.
look at that.
What's gonna
Yeah.
What's gonna be Bud's defining fight? To say
I
he
said, yo, if he does ever get it, the Spence fight, man, because Spence has all the hardware.
I think his defining fight gonna be with Josh Taylor.
I've been saying it. Been saying it. Been saying it.
Yeah.
Been saying it. I don't listen. People talk about Spence, man. We were just talking about it right now, like a minute ago. We just said it. Spence is damaged.
Mm.
Spence is damaged. You can't have a defining fight because people like me is gonna be the first one barking, saying he didn't fight the best Spence.
All right, check.
Yeah. See, we getting that exclusive fire over here on the Source Talk.
Check this
Yo,
out.
Bud, he said Bud told me personally he's stopping every guy till he retires. He said, listen, he said he's stopping Earl and Charlo before he get out of here. Ooh. Charlo might try to run though.
Yeah.
I see Charlo trying to get up out of 154, man.
But look at
You
this.
know?
Errol Spence has to fight Ugas, stop him, then fight Bud.
Yeah. He said Bud the final fight would be if he beats the winner of Mel and Castano. Yeah, that too. That
Mm-mm.
too.
Nah, Josh
I
Taylor.
think I think yo Castano must have got a nice offer. Cause how would you fight right on the Castano Charlo fight being made in Houston? You just fought him in San Antonio. They gave you a draw. Now you're gonna fight him in his home of Houston. So they must have offered him something real nice.
Had to be. You know
I'm,
that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, Bud Crawford's defining fight right now is gonna right because a lot of people look. There's a lot of people like me. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I think Bud is a great fighter, but he still hasn't really done nothing defining at 147. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. His defining fight is going to be when Josh Taylor comes up. He got to do it like John the Beast. See, this is what these casuals don't know about. John the Beast Mugabe fought Marvin Hagler. He was the 154 champion. He came up to 160 to
Yep.
challenge Marvin Hagler. That had everybody. That was the buzz. Josh Taylor needs to come up to 147. No tune-up. No tune-up. Straight hype. Yo, you was undisputed at 140. I'm undisputed right now at 140. Yo, I'm coming for you. And when Bud knocks him out, all praise to the gods. All
Mm.
because
He
I'm telling
said.
you,
He said.
from a fan's point of view, he did not fight the same Porter that Spence fought. He didn't. He didn't because if you know anything about the fight game, and you guys know more than me, because you guys are in the inside. Every time you have a war, it takes something out of you. How many wars did Porter have when he got to Bud? How
Right.
many wars?
Yeah.
But yo, but Adam, I'm gonna say this too though. He said he wants undisputed at 147, and then Charlo for undisputed at 54. I'm gonna say this about Porter. All those wars he'd had, he never was stopped. Bud made his father throw in the towel.
And guess what? I'm sorry to say this. Maybe that was the best thing that father and just hear me out because I'm going on some crazy stuff right now. When his father threw in the towel, he saved his son, but he hurt Bud
Yeah,
because he stole that limelight from Bud to save his son. He said, "Nah, I ain't gonna give it to you, bro. You're not gonna slay my son. I'm going to save him." So guess what? When he saved his son, here comes all the hoopla. Because that's what we're still talking about it. Should he have stopped it? Should he have not stopped it? Bud would have knocked him out. Yo, his father took that from him. His father took that.
yeah.
Because
You see, you see, we get that exclusive source over here. This is coming from the Crawford camp once again. He has a offer on the table right now for Josh Taylor, but Josh Taylor chose to stay at 140. So Josh Taylor's a smart man. He does not want that Bud Crawford smoke.
Not right now.
but
Yeah,
where else
Josh.
what else is he gonna make that type of money? Ain't nobody who else is there to make that type of money?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Right now. No, only one is Spence, man. But you see what they said. Spence is staying away until the fall, man. He's on tour right now, man.
I'm talking about Josh Taylor don't want that fight. I'm saying what fight does Josh Taylor have where he's gonna make that type of money? The only way he's making that type of money is if he fights Bud. Who at 140 is gonna give Josh Taylor that money?
Nobody.
Unless
Nobody.
unless he's waiting for Teal to come up. But
Tio
Bud,
just fucked that money up, man.
right. But Bud Taylor right now is a bigger fight than Tio Taylor.
They will say he just
Plus,
beat up and blown up 140 if he beats Taylor. Yeah, one thing about I'm gonna say this
What,
for
the,
Bud,
what was that?
they always gonna be something said about
What
Bud.
was the last comment that was just said?
They said if he beats Josh Taylor, they will say he beat up a blown up 140 pounder in Taylor.
That's why I get mad. That's why I get mad. At what weight did Bud start at?
Yeah, 135, man.
At what weight did Josh Taylor start at?
135.
No, Josh Taylor started at 140.
Yeah,
Yeah,
140.
he
Yeah.
said listen to this. He said Bob and MTK Global, who Currently, Bud is underneath as an advisor slash, manager, whatever, trying to drop a big bag for that fight in June or July, the Josh Taylor Bud fight.
Yeah, because that's another thing. That how you gonna say, oh, if Bud knocks out Josh Taylor, he knocked out a little man. Josh Taylor is naturally the bigger dude. He's
All
not
right.
Yeah.
the
So
dude.
listen to this. So if none of that happens, Tank gonna have to go back up to 140 and fight Josh Taylor.
Mm.
That'll be a
Josh, yeah, you see what Josh Taylor said
that'll
about him, right?
be a fight right
Josh Taylor said he beat the shit out that little dude, man.
there.
Yo, see what the thing with Tank is, man. I like to talk about him, and I don't, cause it's like, they don't let the dude fight nobody, man.
Oh,
He got to break away from them, man. I don't know what type of contract he got with them, but he needs to blow it on them, man.
What's a bigger fight? Josh Taylor versus Bud or Josh Taylor versus Tank?
the Bud
Josh
fight,
Taylor, Bud.
the Bud fight is a bigger fight, but if it's not happening, the next best thing would be Davis and Taylor.
Yeah, Bud proved that was the real deal at 147 when he knocked Porter. Yeah, he stopped Porter. That's a
Yep.
fact.
Bud is pound for pound #1 right.
Yeah, he is. Man, listen, the record speaks for itself. I don't know why these podcasters, internet guys don't want to talk about that. 6 fights at welterweight, 6 stoppages.
But you know what though? That's the only thing I'm gonna disagree with you guys on. You know what I'm saying? Because there's always gonna be
Josh
that.
Taylor's a real undisputed champion. That's a great fight.
What you were saying, E?
I said that that's where I'm gonna disagree with you guys because there's always gonna be an asterisk because they're gonna say because people like me are gonna say, yo, he didn't fight. Porter was already listen, once you start saying, yo, I'm getting ready to retire, all these wars, you're not fighting that fresh dude. Number one, he's not gonna be the big dog by beating Porter. He's not gonna be the big dog by beating Spence. He's not. He's just not. Because people like me and a lot of other people are gonna be like, well, you know. Now, when he beats Josh Taylor, yo, Charlo, yo,
Look, I don't even look at it as he was. I don't even look at it as he was looking at being something big, beating Porter. I just think he was looking at it as being active.
Yeah.
You
And
understand?
I think he also was looking at it as like, all right, you guys always said all the best is over there on that side of the street.
Right.
He clipped out of that side of the street General King. 2-time champion, man. 2-time champion with only losses two. Spence, Thurman, and Cal Brook.
Yep.
And Bud clipped out Cal Brook.
And guess what? The same thing. That's why nobody even talks about that Kell Brook win. Because what do they say? Yo, the broken eye socket, the blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah blah. People like me, and people are gonna say, yo, you're hating on Bud. I'm not hating on Bud, man. I'm not hating on Bud. Bud is doing the same. He's doing the same thing that's always been done. You know what I'm saying? He's taking that climb to the mountain. You know what I'm saying? That nice climb to the mountain. You know what I'm saying? They did it with Mike Tyson. They did it with all these gladiators because at the end of the day, it's gladiator sport. I'm just saying he's not at the top of the mountain until he fights that one dog there's no argument. You can't say his foot hurt. You can't say his feelings. His girl just broke up. You don't do you see what I'm trying to tell you?
Nah, I hear you. I hear you.
Oh,
I
his girl
hear
just
you.
broke up, man. He was feeling bad. Asterisk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but one thing, right? They are always going to make excuses.
Can't
But see, that's where there was no excuses last night between between the Fulton and the Figueroa fight and the Lopez and the Cambosis fight. There were in those two fights, man, fight of the year, there was no excuses. Now, internally, if you really want to really dive into it, you could talk about the weight issues, you know what I'm saying? But we're talking about Cambosis. He beat
Yeah,
the best of the best.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Spence,
saying?
yeah, Spence is the biggest fight though. He's right about that.
Is the biggest fight, but what I'm saying is it's not the same Spence. You know what I'm saying? In order for Bud to secure where there's no doubt that he is the man of men, where nobody, he's shutting everybody up, even me, is when he fights that live dog. There's nothing wrong with him. The Josh Taylors, the Charlos, you
Yeah,
know,
now, let me ask you this. There's rumors, right? Floyd Mayweather speculated with it. Do you think that Earl Spence has been going to Al Heyman for years, saying that he doesn't want to fight Terrence Crawford? Floyd Mayweather did a when he said when they had the press conference in California for the Rolly Tank fight, and he said that there's guys. He didn't say the actual name, but people speculated on who he was talking about. It the Charlo brothers, Earl Spence. When he said there's guys that say I don't want to fight this guy,
Look,
I don't want to fight that guy. So
one
do
thing,
you think there's any truth to that? That Earl Spence is one of those guys that have been going to Al Heyman because there's no secret with that. Everybody knows PBC fighters get to pick and choose who they want to fight. So do you think Earl was one of those guys saying to Al, "I don't want to fight Bud"?
I'm gonna tell you something right now. One thing about being around, because I used to be around prize fighters back in the days, they're called prize fighters for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They're called prize fighters for a reason. Right now, you can tell any fighter who's been in that ring, and you tell that dude, you offer him enough money, he'll fight a lion. He'll tell you, I don't know if I'm gonna beat that lion, but yo, I'll fight him. Give me the damn money. I'm telling you right now, Errol Spence is a prize fighter. You offer him the right check, he'll fight anybody. Same thing goes for Bud. Same thing goes through for any fighter right now in the game. If you offer that person enough money, they will fight Tyson Fury. They'll be like, yo, he's gonna kick my ass, but I'm gonna fight him. So
Yeah, damn right.
for people to say that Errol Spence is scared of Bud, they done lost their
No,
mind.
yeah, I don't see that.
You see what he said? Where's all the damaged good talk coming from? The damaged good talk, you got to elaborate on that. The damaged good talk is coming from the eye injury, right? Then he just sustained an eye injury. The damaged good talk is coming from the eye injury. He just sustained an eye injury, right? Since that last fight. So that's where the damaged good
Was,
talk is
was
coming
it
from.
really true?
He said it's possible, shot talking about Earl Spence going to Al Hammond, not wanting to fight. Shout out to Ohio Runs Boxing.
Yo, maybe
He's,
maybe he's saying that because the money, there's not enough money. Maybe he's saying that because of the check.
he says picking and choose. Nah, they don't. I can't, Marcus. I cannot agree with you on that, brother. I know you want to always stand tall for your Ohio guy, Al Heyman, and this, that, and the third. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
What he said?
Mm-mm-mm-mm. He said picking and choosing, they all get to pick fights. Top Rank does it as well. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You can turn down a fight, but you are not picking and choosing who
Oh,
you fight with certain matchmakers.
Ohio,
No,
Ohio,
no,
Ohio runs boxing. Always get
yes,
to me because I'll be telling Adrian Broner's a bum.
yeah,
Oh,
He
he
said
ain't
Earl could.
Ohio.
I can't agree with that one. I know for a fact. He said Earl couldn't beat Bud regardless of his quota or quote unquote damage. A lot of people feel that way. Shout out to Stone Bold in the building.
I don't know what.
Sugar, yo, he said Sugar Ray had the same injury. Yeah, Sugar Ray took off what, damn near half a decade,
You
Come
don't know.
on,
half a
man.
decade.
You don't know. Look, nobody know what's gonna happen in that fight.
Dude. We're talking about a guy. We're talking about a guy who took off for 4 years, man.
4 years, almost 5 years,
Yo,
man.
they gave him the green light. They gave him the green.
Oh,
They gave Sugar Ray Leonard the green light. When,
oh,
and they told Errol Spence the different. Bro, it's like people don't get it, man. Yo, if you break a bone and let that sucker heal for 4 years, see how your bone is gonna be. Yo, break
yeah.
a girl. That girl broke your heart. She broke your heart. She devastated you. Give it 4 years and see if your heart ain't gonna heal. Damn, what the hell's wrong with these people, man? Yo, oh, come on, man. Talking about 4 years.
Uh,
Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I
Oh,
wrong?
too many excuses, man.
He said Stone Bone Boxing. I've been saying Bud could beat Spence since before Bud fought Amir Khan. A lot, yo, you got a lot of people
Reaching.
that feel that he could have beat Spence,
Now,
man.
now you reaching.
You know, you
Yeah.
gotta.
You
I just wish they
now,
would have fought before the
now,
accident, man.
look. Now you talking about Spence like he like he's some old pushover. He ain't no pushover, man. You
And
know?
Nah, he's a unified champion, but
yes, we
I
we
just I just wish they would have fought before a lot of before the tour dates, the clubbing, all that,
Accident.
the accident, yeah.
but you
You
know
know,
what?
I wish they could have fought when I really seen EJ as a fighter, not a rapper. Right now he's a rapper, he's an entertainer, man. I don't see him as a fighter. I see him doing he likes to do rapper stuff, you know? But to each his own.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, yo, it's crazy because you know, boxing is the sport of the unknown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, anything can happen.
We talk about all these intangibles, you know what I'm saying? And all this stuff can happen. And you got, people like me, man. I just want these fighters to get the most they could get, keep their health, enjoy their wealth, because that's what a true fight fan and most of these casuals, they don't care. I just want to see the best fight. No, man, you're a retard, man. Not only are you a retard, you're an asshole, man. Because the first thing you should care about is, yo, let these fighters get paid, man. Because nobody gives two shits right now about Gerald McClellan. Nobody gives two shits about Riddick Bowe. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gives all these David Reed, huh? So you abusing these dudes, man. You don't care about these dudes. Nah,
Right.
I
Yeah,
don't care.
how do you feel about this, right? I like that comment. I've been saying Bud beats Earl since he came to 147. Remember when he said get a belt? Get a belt. Bud got that belt. The fight never happened. How do y'all feel about that, man? Get a belt. He beat Horn. The fight never happened.
I mean, at the end of the day, man. What is just
Yeah.
talk? It's just talk because
You know?
there's fight talk and then there's business talk. Different things. Fight talk and business talk is two different things. Once again, I could want to fight you, bro. I could want to fight you, and if the money ain't right, you're gonna be like, yo, bro, I'm sorry, the money ain't the money.
That's a fact too.
That's what and that's what every about them, bro. These guys they want to fight, but they want to fight for what it's that money, man. They want to fight for that money. And if
Yeah.
he ain't gonna fight, and if Bud ain't happy, he ain't gonna fight. What you want these guys to fight for donuts? What's wrong with these people, man?
that's what it is. They it's prize fighting. It's prize fighting, and you got to get the biggest prize, man.
Come on, man.
Yep,
That's
you got to get the biggest prize.
don't call yourself a fan if you don't care about these fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look at Medrick Taylor, man. His brain is mush.
Shot,
And
shot
all these corny dudes right now, even these podcasters don't even know who Medrick Taylor is, man.
at all.
Come on, man. Yo, if you say that you love this sport, man, act like that, man. Oh, that's bullshit, that arrow. Yo, let them make their money. And guess what, bro? If the fight don't happen, it's because the money wasn't right. Because this is business. This ain't no gorilla talk at the Bronx Zoo. Who's the king?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Come on, dog, man. These dudes be
And then he said, and them guys next just give him the credit when he beat the PBC guy. Been saying he needs to fight. That's a fact. I like that comment. And then he also says, now the PBC guys ain't enough after all time. They've been saying he needs to fight the PBC guy. Yeah, they always gonna move the goalpost on Bud, man. But yo, Bud, well, I'm gonna tell you when it comes to Bud, he's not gonna get the credit he deserves until he retires. Once he's gone and he's out the game, then they really appreciate him. Right
but,
now, it's gonna be an asterisk over anybody he beats, man.
but listen. You know who Bud reminds me of, and I spoke to you this about this before. Reminds me of, like, that Mark. Even though he gets a lot more respect, he gets a lot more clout. Marvin Hagler. Marvin
Yeah, Hagler,
Hagler
facts,
treated like
facts,
dog. Marvin like dog shit.
facts.
He was running the gambit on these dudes, bro. Mustafa,
Yeah,
a ham show. You know what I'm saying?
facts. That's a fact.
What is it? Ronaldo Rodan, the Argentinian. The gambit on all these dudes, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he had a bag. That's what these cornballs, because they're all cornballs. And when I talk like this, people don't understand. Because how the hell are you a fight fan and you don't know this, man? Yo,
Oh,
Sugar Ray Leonard, everything. Yo, Sugar Ray Leonard said, yo, I want the big ring. Hagler was like, okay. Yo, but it could have been a 15-round fight. It could have been a 15-round fight. Sugar Ray Leonard said, "Yo, I want it to be 12." Hagler said, "Okay,
Hmm.
whatever, man, whatever you want, bro. I'll give you whatever.
Confidence.
Yeah,
Am I lying?
yeah. Yo, listen. Yo,
Oh man,
I seen his grandson did an interview, man. Yo, Marvin Hagler was such a G. Yo, he took that to his grave. He did not like Sugar Ray Leonard. Yo, listen, yo, Tommy Hearns, yo, he got over it. Yo, they became friends. Yo, Sugar Ray Leonard, rest in peace to the legend, Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
but
Yo, he did not like Sugar Ray because
you
he felt they
know,
robbed him.
what Sugar Ray did to him though, right?
What?
Now, what did Sugar Ray do?
Yo, it was in a documentary. It's basically Sugar Ray Leonard and
Oh, with the fight, the first time they were supposed to fight. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's a
Hagler
fact.
bro with the sunglasses.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's crazy.
Why he thought they were gonna Sugar Ray
Uh,
Leonard retiring.
yeah, yeah. Then said he's gonna fight him, then retired. Brought him to his party. Yeah, man. Dudes is dirty, man.
He did him.
Dirty,
Dirty Dick.
dirty.
Yo,
Yo, dirty. Knew he was gonna do that the whole time.
yo,
Dudes is dirty, yo.
he did that. He did that. I'm gonna take you. Nah, 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 nah.
Yeah, yeah, nana and nana. That's what that was. That's exactly what that was, man. Dude, yo, see, fighters are different, man. Their mentalities is different, man. Real
And
different, man.
guess what? That's what T-Bud got to do, bro. T-Bud, listen, for me, listen. If he gets $20 million to fight Errol Spence, man, yo, God bless him. I'm happy for him. You know what I'm saying? If he mops the floor with Errol Spence, I'm still happy for him. You know what I'm saying? I want that man to make his money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I want him to enjoy his accolades because you know what? I care about fighters, man. I care about fighters. If he want, there's a lot of fights for him for him to for his lineage for his legacy. There's so many fights out there. It's not that everybody talks about Errol Spence. That's not his defining fight. That's not
mm,
his defining fight. He got Tank. He got Tank. He got Devin. He even got Ryan Garcia. I don't know if he's gonna be able to meet him at that weight. They're talking about him and Canelo. They're talking about Jamel Charlo. Yo, we're talking about all these fighters. Why is everybody still bent on Errol Spence? Errol Spence is an asterisk, damaged goods, man. Yo,
mm.
not gonna
Yeah, 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 yeah. You getting all the Earl Spence fans mad when you keep calling them damaged goods, man.
but it's proof. It's not proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get heated. They don't like that.
Because guess what though? Guess what? Guess what? If you have to choose a side, you're not a boxing fan. You're a groupie. You're a groupie.
Yeah, getting mad. Oh, yo, now I see what that comment was about. Now, yeah, I was wondering. I said, yo, who's calling them? Oh, remember right here. Let me bring it back.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. You struck a Spence Might's nerves. Here it is, right here. He says Spence didn't look bad in the Danny Garcia fight. Where's all this damaged good talks coming from?
He
Yeah, you can't say that.
not getting out.
Hey, that's how the man.
Got out.
Yeah,
Because a lot of people think I hate on Bud.
yeah,
Errol Spence should have knocked Danny out. Guess who knocked his ass out?
yeah. Butter hurt him, man.
Danny Garcia out. Guess what? Errol Spence should have knocked Mikey Garcia out. Guess who knocked
Mm.
him out? But
Yeah, Butter knock him out, man. Butter ain't in there to play with nobody. Whoa, Bud's not gonna play with his food.
hold
He's not gonna play with his food, man.
on, man.
Your Earl Spence is like the lion cub. You know when the moms be teaching them how to the hunt, and they want to play with the baby gazelles and all that. They trip them instead of just pouncing on them. Now you gotta, man, grab him by his throat, take him out, man,
Oh yeah.
take him out.
Listen. Bud right now is he's sitting on the throne, man. There's a lot of people that are questioning whether he's king, but he's on.
Mm,
I'm questioning,
yeah,
but he's on the throne. Guess what, man? That's what these people, man. They keep talking about Errol Spence. Errol Spence. He don't need Errol Spence, man. Yo,
yeah. This comment right here is gonna get everybody upset. That's what I'm on right now. That's the source talk. Shout out to Popular Shit James. Rob the reporter said Earl is washed.
Wow, that's crazy.
Ah, yeah, they gotta get mad at that comment, man. Nah,
Oh,
he's just yeah, he's on tour, brother. He's he
oh,
has many different things he does now. He's a rapper, man. It's Earl Beasy. He's
hold
just
on.
on tour right now.
Well, Harold Beasley.
Hold on. Yo, and to all these Butter Knights, all these people that love Bud, yo, take it easy, take it easy. Bud, Bud is king. Got Teofimo Lopez. He got Josh Taylor. He got Charlo. He got all these names. He don't need Errol Spence. Trust me, I wouldn't lie to you. And
Mm.
tell me my line. Tell me my line,
He does have options now. He does have options.
bro.
Oh, you said, and we just threw a couple names out there. Look, Keith Thurman,
Hell yeah.
Josh Taylor. He has options now.
Keith Thurman, that ain't no money fight.
Tank Davis. Event.
Oh man. They are, yeah, they are coming for Earl. They said he is on a drinking tour.
Man,
uh, oh man.
That listen, everything you said right there just proves my point. If Bud beats Errol, that's what they're gonna say.
Oh,
Listen,
I know,
if that happens,
I
if
know.
the fight happens, I just hope Errol comes out of there in one piece. You know what I'm saying? Hope he comes out of there in one.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm like Lord of the Rings, man. I don't think it's gonna happen. It should have been happened. I just don't see it happening, man. I see like I see because it's like and everything is leading towards it. It's like all right, you want him to fight Thurman and then get Earl in the fall or late summer. Why?
I, I, I feel the doctor gonna tell him it's too much of a risk for the detached retina.
Mm, mm.
Come
Yeah.
on, let's stop making excuses, man. Sugar Ray Leonard 4 years. Spence don't got 4 years, man. All
Nah,
right,
he don't.
it's over. He took
He
a, ch-
don't.
a chance on his life,
Mm.
and he lost. He,
Yeah, yeah. He said he should go up and whip Charles ass. That's the plan. If you was on earlier, you would have seen. Shout out to Stone Bone Boxing. Team Crawford was in the building. He said that is the plan to be undisputed at 147 and then fight Charlo at 154 for all the gold.
yo,
Right?
the crazy thing is, man, all these Bud fans stuck on this Errol Spence, and they get me so pissed off because, yo, my man Bud has so many fights right now. It's insane. Can you imagine, yo, Bud Crawford versus Tank Davis? Yo, listen, at one day or another, Tank Davis is gonna have to step, but they're gonna have to step him up
Yeah.
unless he has
Yeah,
a back with Mayweather.
In
Unless he,
order to get them fights, you're gonna have to move up.
I got to. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
fact. That's a fact.
So listen, right now, Bud is in a good place. Errol is not. Errol is not in a good place.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's not. Because right now, what's gonna happen when Bud knocks out Ugas in 5 rounds?
Right.
Mm. Yeah.
What's gonna happen? What are they gonna say? Yo, there's nothing. Ugas. There's no listen. Ugas has no asterisk. As a matter of fact, if you look at Bud's career and Ugas's career, they're like right there, neck and neck, bro.
I
Nobody
know.
out. Nobody want to give him a shot. They're always getting shitted on.
Mm.
When Bud annihilates Ugas, then the kingdom is yours. The kingdom is yours. But right now, you know, he's sitting on the throne, but he don't have the dragons.
Nah, at all.
You're fine.
At all. He said Tank ain't taking that fight. He's not stupid. A little slow, not stupid.
Oh
They
man,
wouldn't they wouldn't let him take that fight anyway,
if
man.
the money is there, he's fighting. If the money is there, he's fighting.
Yeah.
If
They
the
they they're gonna keep they got a plan for him, man. They have a plan
But you
over
know what?
there.
Look, I put it to you like this. Let's dissect Tank Davis's career right now. Does he get hit a lot?
Yes.
Uh,
So,
Yeah.
so he gets hit a lot and he's
Yeah.
fighting. So
Yo, listen, Leo Santa Cruz, right? Because it was Leo Santa Cruz. Mario Barrios, because it was Mario Barrios. If he was in there with a real hitter,
Come on,
he might have got clipped. He
Yeah.
was taking some shots, man. You
yo.
can't take them shots against real hitters, man.
But let me
You
ask you,
can't.
I'm
They
gonna give
know that. That's why they move him the way they move.
you
I would have, listen. Even though Gary Russell is so much smaller than him, I would love to see that fight
but,
because speed is fat power.
but my brother,
Gary would get off on him, man.
let me ask you a question because this is a simple math equation. If you're getting hit and you're getting paid peanuts, wouldn't it be more cost effective to get hit and get
Yeah.
millions?
Get
Yeah.
more. Hell yeah, hell yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because it is called prize fighting, is it not?
yeah, yeah.
You know,
No, no, it's fights out there for him too, man.
come on. And you know what?
Big fights.
All these cornballs that say boxing is dead, boxing is dead. I go, have you lost your mind, bro? Right now, we're witnessing something that we haven't seen. We haven't seen in a long. We haven't seen it in a long time. We're talking about like, and that's the best. You know, I don't even want to use that word without your permission, Lord. The Hollywood squares, man. Yo, well, you said it best.
I'm telling you.
Hollywood. When did we ever have that? What
No.
when De La
Yeah,
Hoya and that
since the four kings though, since the real kings.
real four kings? Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly, the real four kings.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the worst one out of that group. The worst one out of that group is the one that generates the most money. Ryan Garcia is the worst one out of that whole crew.
yeah,
But his social media
yeah.
follow,
That's what got him big, and his affiliation with the poor brother,
Hello.
the poor brother. Yeah, the poor brother. Yo, the poor brother. Yo, you know what's crazy? Speaking on him real quick. Yeah, he gets more pay per view fights than the large fighters now, man.
Oh yeah.
He
but you know
gets
what? There's a lot of people are starting to buzz that they're saying that those fights are bullshit.
they been bullshit, man, but they selling.
One
They
thing is
selling.
one thing is to think it, and another thing is a person telling you, "Yo, there's a no knockout clause." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah,
Yeah, they try to knock him out. Wait, so it really is WWE? Yes, it is.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Mhm.
So
It
listen,
is.
on that train, yo, he better enjoy it because he's gonna be Millie Vanilli.
Millie Vanilla, yeah.
Only gonna
He's
True.
last.
yeah, but you know what I think he's doing, and he pretty much did already. He was coming in to get on the management side, the promotion side,
Who?
Mm,
and the poor dude, and he did that with the
sister.
Amanda Soriano chick. Yeah, yeah, that's what he was doing.
Mm.
That's what he was doing, and that was a smart play with him, man. I ain't mad at him, man.
Yeah,
Very
because
smart
they
play.
was they was tossing his name around last night.
Yeah, he's paying these fighters, man. He's getting them on big cards. As long as he headlines them, they getting nice checks, man. And
Listen,
that's what it's about, professional prize fighting.
they take less money so they get paid.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know, and they are getting paid. Um, what do you think Devin Haney has to do in order to get a lot of buzz for himself? Does he have to knock out JoJo Diaz?
He's gonna have to. That ain't gonna be easy though.
No, I know. No questions asked. He has to knock him out.
He has to, yes.
Yo, I'm glad you said that. Do you think he has the power to knock out
I
Devin?
was getting, I was getting ready to say
JoJo Diaz.
I was getting ready to say, but he don't hit hard enough to knock him out.
But the one thing he got going for him, JoJo is coming up in his weight class.
Yeah.
So do you think that will help him out in this fight?
Huh, who? JoJo?
Nah, Devin, to stop him. Being
Man,
that JoJo's a smaller guy.
but it depends on JoJo's conditioning. Just because he's coming up, as long as he conditioned, everything good for him.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Most
okay.
important thing, man, is conditioning. I don't care if you're going up or down. You have to be conditioned.
Condition, yeah, that's a
You know what I'm saying?
fact. That's a fact. That
It,
is a fact.
I
Go ahead, A.
don't know how to word this because it's hard to word. How do I word it? But basically, what I'm trying to say is, what happened to Tio last night? Would that ever have happened to Devin Haney with his pops running the show?
Oh, it already happened, man. It
Yeah,
already,
yeah,
yeah, it already, yeah. Did you see the fight with him and like a couple fights ago when him
Lamar,
and Mayweather was beefing in the corner?
yeah.
And one thing about Devin Haney is constantly switching up his trainers.
yes.
As far as just like Mickey Bay, it used to be Floyd Mayweather Sr. He's constantly working with like different trainers. Now I think he has Josh Taylor's trainer. It's his trainer and Mickey Bay.
Mm.
So I don't know, man. You know, like I say over here, hey, what do I know? That's why I
Uh,
always like to say that. What do I know?
What
uh,
a train wreck. Train wreck.
Mm,
With,
yeah, I can see that happening
yeah.
because he has all the makings of it. He has a like a guys that have big circles
Hmm.
that travel with the entourages, right?
Right.
I can see it happening, man. Because
yes,
when you have a large entourage of people in your boxing circle, like Lord of the Rings just alluded to, it's a handful of yes men in there. Because the actual boxing team doesn't need to be that big.
Right.
It's when you have all these entourage niggas, these niggas that's just in the gym. What are you in the gym for? To
Right.
post a picture? You know
what,
what I'm saying? Like, what
what
are you
part are you
in?
playing in this movie? Are you an actor? Or you a director? Or you a producer?
What are you in the gym for? What do you do?
Now,
Uh,
Other than go live in the gym, right? And act like you're doing something.
yeah.
Are you getting the water? Or are you wrapping hands? Are you holding the what's the name? Telling the fighter how many punches he thrown? What do you actually do?
Are you
You
teaching
know,
anybody anything?
I got a
nothing.
question. Oh Lord. Now, just like you said, Devin Haney, Papa Haney would always train, get different trainings for his son. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Another person that was known to do that was Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La
Mm.
Hoya getting all these different trainers too.
Mhm.
Lord, do you see that as a positive or a negative? And whatever you're gonna answer, can you please tell me why?
I can see it as a catch-22.
Okay.
I see it as bad and good.
Okay.
It's good because you're learning from different people, but it's bad that you're dealing with different people. You understand what I'm saying?
Got you.
You, it's best to whatever you came up with, stick with it, man. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if you're winning with it. You feel me? See,
Right.
look, this is where see Mike Tyson. That's my stablemate. Kevin Rooney, Jay Bright. Those are my trainers. You know what I'm saying? I'm a 1988 New York State champion, middleweight champion. So what I'm trying to say is, what Mike went wrong when he got rid of Kevin and all that. You understand what I'm saying? And he pulled along the Brooklyn Knights. It's motherfuckers like Rory Holloway that was getting $250,000 a year for what? I don't know.
Right.
I still don't know to this day why he was getting money like that. And see,
Right.
that's where things go wrong at. Stick with what's winning, what's helping you.
Yeah.
Stop, you know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have people, you got two ears. You're gonna have people in this ear, you're gonna have people in this ear. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? What's winning, what's keeping you winning, stick with it, man, because you
Think what
always
it
got
is.
the devil. The devil is always dancing. You
Okay.
feel me?
Right.
I hope I answered that question for
No,
you,
no,
man.
you definitely did. Not only did you answer that question, you know what, man? As a fan, and as a fan right now, I would like a request, if it could happen. I would like to know how was it, and this is something that I'm requesting for Shah. You know, I want a segment on your career. How was it fighting in the '80s? How was it? What gyms you trained at? You know what I'm saying? Like the real aspects of it, like the real nitty gritty daily routine of fighting in the '80s when boxing.
Right. And I started way back in Jerry Cooney, Huntington, New York.
I want to know about that. I
Right,
want to know about that. And Shah, you know what? Listen, man. Like I said, I'm the consumer. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Whether you're gonna switch up Cheerios flavor for me, so
right,
it's not that. I'm
right.
just saying that I would love for you to one day sit down with the Lord, get the real nitty gritty.
And we'll go through it. I'll break it down to its last compound. You
Oh
feel
man, I would really love. See now really for the fight fans that really love fighters, man. That really fight, they care about fighters, not these cat cornballs. Guys knock their heads out.
Right.
And I know that would be definitely entertaining.
Definitely. Be explosive, baby. We're gonna see to it.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
we was doing those, man. You gotta go into the archive, man. We had the Lord of the Rings
I know. Yeah.
report card specials. We had used to have the Lord of the Rings segment
Oh,
back at Super K. Back
over,
at Super K. Like I tell you, my catalog is heavy, man.
over
My
200 segments.
my catalog is heavy, man.
That's right.
But I feel what you're saying, though, E. I got you.
And
Now
that's
we're definitely doing one of those chronicles, though.
and
Definitely.
the crazy thing is, and this is the crazy thing. And I don't like comparing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving it to you as a consumer. All these podcasters, man, you're talking about dudes that have opinions. Oh, we all know, man, opinions are assholes. Everybody has one, right? So right now, you know, talking to these podcasters, I'm talking to somebody who has an asshole that has ass just like me, and we both shit, and it smells. But to actually come on this right here, this gem, and to actually talk to an individual shot, like you're in it, man. You're showing me, man, because you're in it. You're in the mix. You're not just, you know, on the internet reading stuff and then putting it back on
Right.
actually.
First hand.
I know you're there. You know what I'm saying? And then to actually get that real live feedback from a fighter,
Right.
Lord, can't beat that, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? A true smart person that is a real fan of I can't argue with Lord of the Rings.
Right.
Lord of the Rings, because he's been in it. I haven't.
Yeah.
Right.
When he talks, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm zoning in, like, okay, you know, I want to hear it from you. I
Right.
don't Tom, Dick, or Larry. That, you know, ain't no Jack. They're looking at it from the internet. You know what I'm saying? No, we're talking about a man who's been in it, who knows what it is to get knocked, who knows what to knock somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then from you, Shaw, you're in the background. You know what I'm saying? You're in right there in the mix of it.
Yeah,
So,
facts.
We've been doing this, boy, a long time.
Long time, man. A long time. It's
You know,
just like I said, man. The internet is for the weirdos, man.
right.
Weirdos win on the internet, man.
It's just free promotion. But look, let me tell y'all something. This is why the father-son relationship, to a degree, it helps, it works when it comes to boxing. But then comes a time when it becomes a business, things got to be revised. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because emotions are involved, and it may be situations that's good for the fighter, the son, that the father's trying to hinder. You understand what I'm saying? So it varies, man. You know, this is why these relationships they be falling out, man. You know, like Tio and his father. I don't care. We're not sitting there. We're not around them. They're falling out right now. You understand?
Oh yeah.
Well, didn't they say before the fight that he's having family issues again?
They've been having family issues for some time, man.
Over that
Some
money.
time. Over that, and remember him marrying homegirl that's gonna be his baby mom.
Yeah.
All that. Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot, man.
Yeah.
Outside of boxing.
No doubt. I wanted to ask Lord of the Rings song. The Philly Shell.
Right.
This is like the hottest thing right now. This has been around forever.
If you master it.
Right. From what I remember, the best. I don't go that far back. The best person that I've ever seen do it, the first person that I've ever seen do it, and he was a master at it, was James Toney. Right. Then Mike Tyson came with the peekaboo. Is this a fad? The Philly Shell? Because now it's like everybody's trying to do it.
They're trying to do it, and
It's a Floyd.
And look, and they end up looking up at the roof.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the Philly Shell is something you have to master. Look, it's called ACLE, angles, comfortability, leverage. The Philly Shell is something you have to master. You understand what I'm saying? And when you master it, you don't get knocked out. That's why Floyd didn't get knocked out. He mastered it. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I'll tell y'all something. To me, the best defensive fighter coming up, I don't know if y'all know about him, was Marlon the Magic Man Sterling. That
Oh
was the
yes,
best.
the 47-pounder.
That was,
Yeah.
Yes,
mastered the peekaboo. He mastered it. You understand what I'm saying?
he
He
beat
mastered
Mark Breland.
He beat
right.
Mark Breland. I was about to tell you that. Yes.
See what I'm saying? Yo, look, you see this? God damn it, man! When you somewhere and they're talking about real boxing and you get caught, man, yo, that has no price. That's no
Right.
price, man. You talking
Right.
about rules, man. This is where it's at.
So, so when it comes to defensive skills, this dude was a real defensive fighter. You understand what I'm saying?
You know what you're gonna have me do today? Right, we're done. I'm gonna watch film of Marlon Stalling.
Man, that's
And,
what you got to do.
and E, watch how he used to do this, and he mastered it. The Magic Man. You
Right,
know?
right, right. He fought. Did he fight Donald Curry?
Yeah.
Yes, right. Yes, man. Yo, listen, Shy, man. I'm telling you
So,
right
so,
now.
so, so, so
Now,
so E, you got some fighters coming up now that's trying to come out with this old shoulder roll and the shoulder lean, shell or whatever. Nah,
They,
man. Look,
they trying
fight
to be
your
like
fight, man.
they trying to be like Floyd, man.
right.
Floyd, Floyd,
Remember,
Floyd made that move so commercial,
Yeah,
and it's not a commercial move.
correct.
It's something that needs to be studied and mastered.
perfected. Yes.
You know what?
Uh,
Another, you're talking about styles. I mean, Winky Wright and Ike Cortez, they both had like that peekaboo, like that high guard. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That they would wait for you to finish your combos and then come back and counterpunch. You know,
See, see? Now, see what I'm saying? My Jack, you see what he's saying? That's why I tell you, counterpunching kills speed.
All
You
the
know?
time, yeah,
Because
yeah,
when you coming at me, bang, 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 bang. I don't already felt you release. You ain't hit me no more now. Boom, boom. I'm
yeah,
coming. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah.
counterpunching kills speed, man.
right.
You look real pretty out there. Boom, boom, boom. But what happens when he counters that shit? Boom, boom, and put your head out. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. See, nobody else doing this, man. You know, listen. You know, I be ranting and raving and all these.
Yo, you killing dudes.
Man.
Yo,
Oh,
He do.
oh,
Yeah,
man.
he's known on podcasts.
they're like,
He,
oh, this man, you study. Yo, I had beat with you last year.
The podcast
yeah.
Punisher.
Oh,
Well, he's the podcast smasher. He
yo,
jumps on to
yo, you know what's crazy? And I'm sorry, I gotta say it out there. Yo, I go into Three Kings boxing. The first thing it says, viewer discretion. Like they curse. So I'm like, okay, viewer discretion. So you curse. Everything that comes out of your mouth is FFF. You're telling the viewers, the consumers, to be advised that they're keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? But then you block people. How does that? Well, because he's giving you the gusto. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I even
yeah.
son, because he's a new generation. He's 20 years old. He just hit 20. I go, yo, what is it with the blocking? What is the blocking? He goes, yo, look, I'm gonna give you from my perspective, from my generation. You get blocked whether you're bringing the heat or you're annoying. It's one of the two. Either you're bringing that heat, that's why you get blocked, or just you annoying the shit out of somebody. I go, then I won. Then I won because I'm gonna bring that heat and I'm gonna annoy the shit out of you.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can block me all you want because all that does is prove my point.
Blocking, no
Yeah.
truth. You can't run from the truth.
Come on,
Nah, oh, at all.
they don't know, man. Yo, you mentioned Marlon Stalling to them, they'll be like, what?
Yeah, right.
Dudes don't know, man. They don't know.
No,
Rest in peace, rest in peace, Roger Mayweather, man. Dudes
Right.
don't know shit about boxing,
for
man.
real. For real.
Boxing is different now, man.
So right now, when the dust settles, who do you think is gonna be the last man standing?
And what weight class? 135?
Talking about the
Right.
high players, man. Bud, Garcia, Haney, all of them.
Right now, it's tough, man. My money will be on Tank Davis. He is the most preserved. He is the most hard hitting. And when you're dealing with them little guys, that Mike Tyson type power, is different and devastating.
Okay, so I don't know if you understood what I was trying to say. So you honestly think that when all this dust settles, right? Bud, Tank is gonna have the majority of the wins out of all the whole crew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Against
I see him stopping him, man. He has that God given power. See, power is something that you can't teach, man.
Bud too.
You know, power you can't teach that. And like just like we said with Devin Haney, Devin Haney does he has the skill set, but he doesn't have the power.
Right.
Tank has a skill set too, but he has that power. You see how that power saved him? It got him out of trouble against Leo Santa Cruz.
Mhm.
He was looking like a average fighter, but
Mhm.
all of that got thrown right out the window.
the uppercut.
That uppercut. That uppercut. It was like, damn, did he kill that man?
He
I
twisted his,
Like,
he twisted his body, leverage, everything with that shit.
yeah, yeah.
So
And you know me, I'm not a Tank Davis advocate. So for me to say that, look, yeah, I just killed him the other day
right,
and
right,
caught mad backlash for that, for posting that video of him sounding all stupid and weird. Talking about he doesn't know. I don't know. I'm not the only one. Well, I don't. Maybe next year, the year after that, they got mad at me for mocking him, but he said it.
right.
But I see him standing tall when it's all said and done, man.
So you
Cause
see, you
that power is different, bro.
so you see him being able to, like, let's say he fights Bud, he could lose 1 through 10, and then
I
like,
don't nah. By the time if he does even eventually get to Bud be old. Bud'll probably be gone. Bud's 30 what? 34 now.
right,
Look how they moving him. If they give him the Bud, they give him the Bud when he's 30. That's
okay,
4 years. Bud'll
okay,
be 39. Tank will be 30.
got you,
You
got
know, that's why I said I see Tank standing. And they're gonna keep him away from Boots Ennis. Boots will probably be way gone for 147. The only one that might spank his ass, but they're gonna keep him away from him too, is Gary Russell's youngest brother,
you. Mhm.
Polo.
Right.
Polo, but they're gonna keep him away from Polo, man.
Mm. See, like this is like straight up on some Game of Thrones type. You know what I'm saying? Like the tangibles. There's just, I've never, like I said, it's back to the Four Kings. I've never seen this. You know what I'm saying? The closest thing I've ever experienced this to would be when it was Trinidad, De La Hoya, Ike Corte, Fernando Vargas.
Mhm.
I'm missing
Yeah,
some.
your boy Campos. Your boy Campos.
Yeah,
Yeah, yep.
Well,
that was my closest thing to the Four Kings for me.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and it didn't even come close.
At all.
When you talk about all these dudes with each other in their primes, you know what I'm saying?
I
Um,
know.
De La Hoya, and that's what I try to tell people is like, yo, what measures greatness is who you fought. That's what measures. That's why they say Ali is the greatest because he fought in the best times in the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying?
Title.
Ray Robinson was fighting every other like 3 times a month.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they was mixing it up, man. That's why he has so many fights.
Correct. And people, this newer generation, yo, Floyd's the best. No, man, look, it's combat sport. It's combat sport. There's
Yeah.
that one. There's always going to be that one dude, or maybe that one day that you're off. Look, I love all respect to Floyd, but in Floyd's record, we all know there should at least be one draw, at least one.
Yeah.
And I will.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. You're talking about
Huh.
the Marquez fight, right?
Uh,
Or the Castillo. The
Castillo,
Castillo fight.
Castillo, you know that
That was a toss up, yeah.
close up. You know what I'm saying? But Floyd was with the machine, you know. But that's why I be trying to tell people. I go, this is the fight game, man. It's like right now, man. You can be the baddest dude on your block. You can be the baddest dude on your block, man. As soon as that new guy, moves in, your day may be numbered. It's combat. This is combat sport. That's what people don't understand. It doesn't matter what it is, man. It could be UFC, martial arts. When anything comes with combat with your hands, man, the chances of you being undisputed king it's impossible.
'Cause all it takes is a punch, man.
It's impossible,
Yeah.
because there's so many intangibles. Look at Teofimo last night. Oh, Campbell,
Yeah.
Mentos wasn't right. other things weren't right, the stars aligned, the perfect storm. He took that L. He took that.
Yeah.
But it's very great how you said that. So Tank is the one that's going to be the clear, decisive king when all this is said and done. Lord, do you feel the same way?
Yeah.
Uh, I guess so, man. Because it's crazy, man. You know,
They're gonna they're gonna give him the Lomachenko. Lomachenko's old now, bro.
yeah,
They're gonna give him the Lomo when Lomo's like could barely move, not the Matrix no more. And Tank is gonna catch him with something, man.
and let Loma ride out with a big check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the big question mark, the big question mark, and I keep talking about him not because I'm a fan of him. Nah, I don't want you thinking that I'm a fan of him, but he is such a question mark, and he's such a force because of all the groupies that behind him, all these little sweet 16-year-old little girls that always follow him.
Oh, Ryan Garcia.
What is going to happen with Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, he's getting out of boxing in a second because
He's
the dude is making so much money outside of boxing. He don't even want to fight now.
gonna have another mental breakdown.
Or he don't even want to fight now, man. He'll be modeling somewhere in a second, man.
Right.
He'll be on the cover of GQ,
Okay.
sitting on top of he'll be like, remember we alluded to it the other day. He'll be on the GQ magazine talking about the water was just glistering all over my body. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
He's not
no,
trying to box no boy.
oh, you know what's gonna? I'm gonna keep it tall with y'all though. You know what's gonna really happen? It's gonna be these youngins like Jahad Tucker who's gonna win a championship belt in his 10th or 15th fight. You understand?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
gonna start taking over the game, man. You know what I'm saying? These new
yeah.
because these dudes that had these names for years now, man. Now it's time
Decades,
to come.
decades, half a decade, and ain't doing nothing with it.
You understand what I'm saying? So now
Nothing.
these youngers, they got to come along and make these explosive fights and things of this
Yeah,
nature. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Now,
that's a fact too.
you guys just brought up on something, and I've noticed it. Is that the new thing right now that these youngins are getting these belts sooner? Because back in the days, you had to have like what 20, at least 20 some fights
Now
under.
I ain't gonna front. They still trying to move it like that. Cause if you pay attention, the narratives that always get pushed in boxing still to this day is wait your turn.
Yeah.
Wait your turn.
Hold on. It's also part of the team you're on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What team?
yeah,
Because you could be explosive fighter with 10 fights, man, 10 knockouts, and fight for the intercontinental belt. You
Right,
understand?
mm,
What I'm saying? And
yeah.
so it depends on who you're involved with, man. It ain't what you know, it's who
It's
you know.
who you know and
right.
who they know and who they know. Like if you like, I'm gonna tell you something. If you pay attention to any with top rank, a lot of top rank fighters have the WBO, what Bob orders. So it's all about who you with and who they know.
All right.
So now, my question is this: you guys just brought it up. You said team. If Floyd did not have the team he had, right, would he be undefeated?
Nope.
Mm-mm,
Thank you.
mm-mm.
Thank you so much.
Nope.
But I'm gonna say this though, in fairness to him, he had a great run, right? It's when he turned over to the I'm just making money. That's when he started picking money fights. But when he was pretty boy, if he would have stayed with that pretty boy mentality, he would have ended up losing.
No, no,
He
basically,
would have ended up losing because once he became Money Mayweather, he ducked a lot of fighters.
All right.
He ducked Paul Williams.
And look,
Yeah,
yeah.
he ducked Winky Wright. He
what
And
I,
ducked Vernon Foster
look,
because now he was Money Mayweather
Paul is my man. He did not want it with Paul, man.
at all. He was a 6'1" welterweight. He was not trying to fight that man.
Listen, 12 punches in a fight.
Well, he was not trying to fight
It
that
was
man. He was they forced him to lose because they made him go up and fight in weight classes that he
uh,
shouldn't have had no business fighting in,
come
and
on,
then
he
he
got,
got knocked out.
he dropped his hands. He got caught. He got
Yeah,
caught.
but that
but yeah, he was a welterweight fighter's nightmare. He was Tommy Hearns 1.2, 2.0,
Uh,
the next evolution of Tommy Hearns. He was too big for welterweights. They was like, nah, I'm
Right.
not fighting this dude. Yo, Floyd Mayweather told his advisor at the time, Al Heyman, no way I'm fighting this guy. And
Right.
that's when I
And he
guess
was
that's when the seed got planted in Al Heyman when his fighters was allowed to tell him who they wanted to fight and who they did.
right.
Right. Right. Right.
And
Right.
Paul was a southpaw. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, man. You know what, man? And another thing that pisses me off, man. Another thing that a lot of these casuals. Oh yeah, Paul Williams. I know Paul Williams. Do you know what happened to him? Huh? What happened to him?
Right.
See, there we go again, man. Like you gotta care for these fighters, man. Because if we don't care, bro, nobody else is gonna care, man. That's why when you're a fan, man, you gotta take a little time out and look at Paul Williams, man. You know what I'm saying? Young man, he's in a wheelchair. You know what
He
I'm
was,
saying? Sorry,
he,
it's a
he was in a bad.
sad,
He was in a bad motorcycle accident in a wheelchair
Motorcycle
paralyzed.
accident, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
sad situation. You know what I mean?
Time,
And,
three-time
and the,
world champion. You know.
Yeah.
Good dude, man. He's still the same. You
yep,
know.
yep,
He got a lot of fighters. He got a lot of fighters under his tutelage.
Yes.
correct, correct.
Yeah.
Davis is gonna be on top of the world, and I mean, listen, man, boxing. A lot of people, beg to disagree, man. Boxing is in a very good place right now. Heavyweight division,
Yeah. It's
heavyweight,
coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back right
So
now.
it's,
yeah,
it's
Hopefully we carry this momentum into 2022.
yeah,
don't don't look at it for every fighter to be getting super multi-million-dollar fights or whatever, but every fighter is getting a check, man. You
yep,
understand what I'm
Mm.
saying?
yep,
So it's different slots. Your slot might be different from his slot,
hell yeah,
but it's in a situation where every time I look on IG and all that, it's fights being promoted here, there. So checks is being thrown, man. You know what I'm saying?
yo, I
Yeah.
Word.
want to give a huge shout out to Dana White, even though I'm always knocking him. I can't stand him. You know what I'm saying? Dana White gave money for the cops and kids for their
Oh yeah,
podcast.
they got we was just there last weekend. Yo, that shit is huge now. If you ever was there before and see how it is now, it's huge.
Yeah, like just huge shot.
Word is huge. It's like stadium. They got two rings. Before it was only one
Uh,
ring. Now they got two massive rings and it's nice.
He got enough. He got enough money, so do something with it.
Dana
Word.
so big
But
up.
yo, listen to. I'm glad you brought that up. Why did the UFC donate more than actual boxing to a boxing facility?
Because they basically trying to say like UFC is bigger than boxing now. You know?
Mm.
Dana White is giving. It's like
I might have to do another topic on that, man, and rattle some cages. I might have to do, we do the controversy topics over here. That might have to be next Sunday's point of emphasis a little bit, man, because
one
we rattle cages.
the UFC. That's the one thing I'll give mixed martial arts, man. Their fans are a lot more loving to their fighters than the boxing fans.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course,
They're
of
the worst.
course,
They're the worst. I'm telling you
of
right now.
course.
Telling you right now. If I saw Lord of the Rings in the supermarket and I had a basket, you better hope it don't have glass in it, cause I'm just dropping it and there's gonna be orange juice everywhere. Yo, I'm a hug. But yo, he gonna be like, yo, who
He funny as hell.
He crazy, yo. He
that?
crazy.
On my life. I said I saw Iran Barkley at Great Adventure. That was like 20 years ago, man. I saw him. He was just standing there with he had a group of people. Yo, I bugged out, bro. He was like, yo, what's going on, bro? Yo, you good? I was like, yo, Iran Barkley. Yo, at the time I had a girlfriend and I just won her a teddy bear. Yo, I snatched the teddy bear, man. And I was like asking everybody for a pen and he signed it. And it's like, so these fans nowadays, you be like, yo, Iran Barkley.
They don't know who he is, man. Nah,
You
Oh,
know,
they don't. Yo, social media fucked up a lot of shit, man.
yeah, man.
Social media fucks up a lot of shit.
It was a death and curse. It was a death and curse.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that was telling me that he said that talking about Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy Hearns compared to Mayweather versus Pacquiao, and he's saying that Pacquiao Mayweather beat out. I go, there was a reason for that, my brother. I go, if you don't know the reason, you playing stupid. I told him, you stupid. You're a dummy.
Yeah.
I go, back in those days, man, there wasn't no social media. He goes, yo, at closed circuit television. I go, you dummy, do you know what television is? That means you got to leave your house, leave
Yeah.
the comfort of your home to go to either a bar or
Yep.
a bro.
Yeah.
That changes things. I mean, come on, dude. And I'm like, yo, can you imagine Manila in Manila in these days and times?
Mm.
Right.
They would have been making like $80 million each.
Right.
Yeah. Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it is making these fighters that are on top of the world, they're making an enormous sum of money. Like Canelo, man, is making the type of money that's insane.
That's the
Yeah.
poor man. That's the poor man.
Yeah. He just killed the PBC for 40 plus.
Huh?
40 plus million.
You know what I'm And guess what? And guess what? He does have an L. He does have an L already. But he should have another blemish in his career, at least a draw. But because he's the machine, they're gonna side on him. Going back to how combat sports is a sport where there's no such thing as a defeated fighter. There's no such
Yes,
thing as a
because look, E, you see what you're saying? Look at all the losses that Manny Pacquiao got, but they consider him one of the greats.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
That's a fact.
You know?
100%. So, and then you dissect it. Oh well, Pacquiao supposed to. Okay, let's dissect it, man. Look at all the wars. Look at everything. Manny Pacquiao was at a time. All right, the hell with it. So, let me fight because people think that Manny Pacquiao became a star from one day to the next. How many battles, man?
Yeah.
He fought wars, man.
Yo, Floyd, because his team. Like, Floyd had a better team. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
Floyd already had Bob Arum signed him. Prove himself to Bob.
Yeah, he was fighting like. Remember, you gotta remember, he came up in them streets. I can't think of the name of his little town, but he was fighting like, like little bullshit fights, man. Coming up.
Come on,
Smoking fights.
what was the
Yeah.
fight? What was the fight that put him on the what is it? The trilogy? Was it Barrett? Was it who did he wars with?
He had wars with a couple. He had wars with he said Marco
Marquez.
Tony Burria, Marquez.
Nah.
He had
Marquez.
Eric Morales.
Morales?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eric Morales too.
He had a oh.
Yeah.
Bob still wasn't giving him the goods back then.
No.
He gave it to him when he gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? But man, he had to put blood, and it goes back to what Lord of the Rings said. There's so many intangibles. The way that Floyd was handled is totally that Manny was handled.
Yeah.
Manny didn't have a like Mamba, the black was a multi. Manny didn't have that. Manny,
Yeah, I was about to say, Lord. I think we lost Lord of the Rings. His audio started messing up, man.
nope.
Lord of the Rings.
Listen, man. That man being a part of your show, man. I'm telling you, man. Nobody's doing it like you, bro.
Yeah, that's Sunday. You know, we always do the Lord of the Rings
Uh,
report card special, especially after a big fight.
there's gonna come a time. There's gonna come a time, man. I'm telling you right now. That's why I'm cherishing it right now. There's gonna come a time that my man.
Nah, don't say this again, man. I know what you're gonna say. Never
Oh,
go in Hollywood, man.
listen. You a real fan? Yo,
Yeah,
you want
yeah,
health, wealth, and prosperity. And I
yeah. I
can't
appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
wait for that day that I can't. Yo, oh shit.
Nah, don't say that, man. Don't
Wow.
don't say that, man. I'm everyday people, man. I don't do that, man. Like just before I got on here, man, I was at the rec. I went down to the rec with the kids, man.
Let me tell you something. Yo, when I was a youngin', right, I used to go to this club in the city. I forgot the name of it, right? It was like a hole in the wall joint. So when I first started going, yo, the dude that was promoting it, but it always let me in. Yo, yeah,
Yeah,
look at you. Yo, it came a time that there was a line wrapped around the corner, and I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know. And my man's like, yo, I can't, bro. I was like, oh, it's like that. Oh, it's like,
Nah, never that. I'm not doing that.
hold on. But he taught me something. He goes,
Yeah,
when I wasn't making it, I showed you love. I showed you love, man. When I didn't have it, I showed you love. When I was up and coming, I showed you love, and you took my love. So
yeah,
why can't you show me love? Get on that line like everybody else. Get
yeah.
on,
No, that's a fact though. That's a
right?
fact. Yeah, yeah.
And guess what?
That's deep. Yeah,
Walked on the back of that line. It took me years to figure it out, but I was like, yo, he was right.
yeah,
Right. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I'm telling you, man, that day's gonna come. That day is gonna.
yeah.
I can't wait for that day. I'm like, I can't get in.
Nah, man. Don't say that, man. I gotta stay everyday people. That's part of the sauce, man.
Listen,
That's part of the sauce. Just like how yesterday I was at the fights, mingling with the peoples, getting the people's energy. I gotta be with the peoples.
no doubt. You listen, like I said, man. I'm telling you, you know how I am. You know what I'm saying? You know how I am. And these out here, man, they're nothing but a bunch of busters, man. They're busting.
Yeah,
Because
that's a fact.
social media gives you a license just to talk shit. Because
Yeah, it does. It does. That's how I learned that though, man. That's why I said I'm good with it. I just stay in my lane, stay in my groove, and just keep delivering the sauce, man.
and like I said, man, I'm glad to hear, man, because I asked you, man, and this dude that you ask him, they'll take forever to answer the question.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta when we wrap this up, man, DM me, man, so I can mail you them hats, man. I had them on deck, man.
Okay, all
So
right,
just DM me.
I'll send you money through the Cash App.
I got you, definitely, man. E, once again, it's been a pleasure.
No, thank you for having
Always, man. No, you becoming a regular now on Sundays, man.
me.
You
Cool.
becoming a regular,
Wait,
man.
hold on, yo, Juana, yo, tell Clarence that he's not the only one that got beef. Yo, he's not the first. Yo, tell him. So tell Clarence,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, that's what's up.
yo, be good, bro.
You be good
Yo,
too,
man,
man.
get to Clarence. All right, later.
All right, later. Yes, this was a special sauce. We about to wrap it up. Hey, yo, shot to yo crap. A jab, man. If I had a jab, he would be a lot better off. That's a fact, man. Yeah, you got to play this back. We was killing him all day on this podcast. 2 hours and 37 minutes. Shout out to Alex out there in Vegas by way of Wisconsin, man. Yeah, we was on T.O.'s head a little bit today, man. But T.O. is young. Got to just work on a couple of things. He will definitely be back, man. You know the vibes. You rocking out with your truly Showtime Sizzle. I am the soul.